Mr. Primetime,
Victory Calling Show. Let's go.
Victory Tuesday in September. These are rare these days.
I thought the wind would like wear off a little bit. I'm still feeling good, man.
No, it's funny though, because I run the boardwalk and shit. And like last week, you didn't see many Jets t-shirts. You didn't see nothing. You see that today, like tonight, you see t-shirts, you see hats. Like everybody's back through their mojo now. So it's funny as hell, man.
I actually wore my Jet shit to work on Monday.
Yeah. Dude, I wore my Jets hat.
First time I did that in like 2 years.
Dude, it's nice. It's a nice, refreshing feeling, man. Let's go bring on the third amigo. What's up, third amigo?
What's going on? What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
How you doing, man?
Yo, man, got some great news today, man. I got to share, bro. So I went to the doctor today. Guess what your boy is down, bro?
How many?
51, baby.
There you go.
Nice job. Well done.
Baby. Yo, listen, I don't even feel it. Yo, this is my last visit, 51 pounds, bro. And he was like, yo, bro, like I've been on one all day, man. Jets win. Good news. Yo, it's
that's awesome, man. 51's a lot, dude.
Well done, bro.
Yeah, bro. And I don't feel it, bro. Like everybody been telling me I'm slimming now. I don't see it, but today I felt it though. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I felt like
you look slimmer right now.
Yo, the scare don't lie,
man.
The scare don't lie, bro. I don't even care, man. Listen, and I'm going harder now because I'm like 49 away, bro. So I'm about to turn it up. Because I've been kind of slacking a little bit. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. But I'm on it. I just wanted to share that though, man. But it's Victory Tuesday. You know what time it is. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, it's good. It's good all the way around, man. It's just good for your the long-term health too, man. It's good for your current, your present, but the long-term, you're avoiding a lot of things too. So that's really good.
Yeah, so I'm happy about that, man.
Good for you, man. So we got Victory Tuesday. Flacco is apparently starting on Sunday, so there's no controversy there. So we just talk about what everybody thinks about this wonderful team as they're 1-1. The Bengals coming to town and primetime. So today on our channel, I posed a question to our wonderful community. And I was like, should I go to the game or should I stay home and stream it with either Tyrone, Legend, or bring callers on? And it's pretty much a 50-50. They're like, well, you went to the Bengals game last year, they won, but everybody enjoys the streams. So they're like,
well, the problem with the stream though is that it's only successful when you're on the right side and I'm on the left. Right, I think that's been established now.
I could put Legend on the left, not going to the right. Or Tyrone.
I don't know if that's going to work. I mean, you were there for Cincy last year. I think you got to be there again this year.
But we went to the Ravens game. We lost. We didn't go to the game, and they won.
That's true too. New year though.
True indeed. But like you bought that luck for Cincinnati last year because that was Halloween. So you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like,
So we got to figure out what we should do. If I should go to game or stream. Right now, I'm kind of leading towards the stream. Yeah, see, even Sauce is saying it, man. Sauce says it. Now, if Legend goes to the game, Primetime won't see the game. So that'd be the problem with that.
You can stream it. I could just hop on while I'm there. It's not like there's going to be any noise where I'm sitting.
Wow.
See, and now everybody is sharing their thoughts. I think we know where this is going. So, what's up, everybody? Good to see everybody. I shared the link. I'll share it again so you guys don't yell at me because I hate getting yelled at this early in the evening. And we can call Bubs our leadoff hitter. Want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go, Bubs, man.
See, everybody's voting stream. You're beat Primetime. I'm fast. What's up, man?
What's up? How's it going?
How you doing,
Bubs?
Not bad. Enjoying the Victory Monday and the Victory Tuesday. Feels good. Makes the week go by much easier when the Jets win on Sundays, especially the way they won on Sunday.
But we got to ask you an honest question. You can't lie to us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At the 2-minute warning, did you think the game was over?
I thought it was done. I didn't even that Corey Davis touchdown. Hindsight 2020. I wish I enjoyed it more because I was like, when he scored, I was like, who cares?
That's what I did.
I was just like, great. It was one of those things.
Tyson didn't even have a reaction to that. He was like, Corey Davis.
Who cares?
Yeah, it was like it was.
I thought he just caught like a 10-yard pass.
It was the least exciting 66-yard touchdown I've ever seen. It was just like,
it's true.
It was like great busted coverage. We scored. Now we got to go get the onside kick. And sure
did you ever? But here's the other question: did you ever, when they're down 13, the 2-minute warning, did you ever consider changing the channel, watch something else, check a baseball score, check something else?
No, I always stick through it. I always watch till it's 0-0.
I do too.
Okay, just
I always
sure.
Gotta suffer till the end.
So what was your reaction once they recovered the onside kick and then Garrett Wilson scored that touchdown?
I was going crazy. I couldn't believe it. I was just in shock. Like even after the game ended, and you kind of have to make sure like you didn't fall asleep and you were dreaming. It was just like I've never ever seen something like that before. And you talk about sometimes people talk about like jokingly, oh, you score a touchdown here, you get the onside kick, you score again, you get another onside kick. It's like, but that like actually happened. So I was going crazy. I was really pumped up when they got the onside kick, and then when Garrett Wilson scored, it was just, and I was happy for him too. I mean, a huge game for him, obviously, big piece of the win, big piece for us, and showed a lot of positives. And like this team needed that. This team needed a win because everything that Saleh said during the week was everything Saleh said during the week was saying the receipts and all that stuff. Like you needed to come out and get the win. And like you guys mentioned, the offense looked really good. The defense wasn't great, which is frustrating, but you hope that this week they could take advantage of a dysfunctional Bengals offensive line. I mean, we beat the Bengals last year with Mike White, so I hope they could do it again with this time with Flacco, obviously. But it was a great win. I mean, it was just it's exciting, and it was good for the team because they needed it after everything that went on last week with the media and all that stuff.
So were you surprised how good the offense was and how bad the defense was?
Yeah, I was shocked. I thought the defense was going to play well because the Browns are similar to the Ravens. They are very run heavy teams. Obviously, they do it differently. Browns use their running backs. Ravens, it's Jackson, and they were obviously missing Dobbins that game too. So they were missing their running back anyway. I was shocked. It was just frustrating because like there were long drives. There were these drives that just felt like they were going forever. It was like, they'd be like 6 plays and they'd still have like 30 yards to go. It's just like long drives. It
First
just
drive of the
like,
game was like 11 plays.
Yeah, and that was something that was, frustrating last year was the team would get off to a slow start. Like they come out of the locker room, you want to see a good start, and in the 11-play drive, 80 yards, boom, touchdown, and it just set the tone bad. And then I was happy to see what offense was great.
Do you expect Saleh to make any changes this week on defense? Whether it's like benching Joyner or trying to blitz a little bit more because he didn't really send more than 4 guys all that much last week.
Yeah, I hope they back. Joyner was awful. He was terrible.
Worst safety in football right now.
Yeah, and another thing, how about Ashton Davis getting that pick?
His only play of the game.
Yeah. Hey,
apparently that was his specific package too.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Because he's supposed to sit there right where what Coach Holland said is he puts him right there where the cutoff for the field goal is. So whatever comes across there, he immediately beelines to it. But Bub, I got a question for you. How you feel about Lawson, man, and his lack of domination so far? You think he's just getting back to his form, or just?
Yeah, I mean, I hope he is. I hope he's just getting back to his form. He hasn't looked as explosive as he did in training camp last year and in training camp again this year. Some of it hopefully is just him getting back into the groove. But I mean, late in that game, he made a play, or he had a sack, which was good to see. You hope he could build on that. I've liked what I've seen from Quinn Williams and guys like that. But I don't know. I just hope I hope
the one thing about Carl Lawson I'm wondering about is if it's a scheme because they're playing against run heavy teams where he's trying to set the edge and stay on the outside because he doesn't do any spin moves. He doesn't come inside. He's always going out and kind of staying there where it's like set them and try to keep them in. Because then this week it's a lot different with the Cincinnati Bengals, where it's like you got to get to Joe Burrow. You can't let him get time. So obviously it's his old team too. But I'm wondering if that's more scheme related with Lawson than it is because it's like he's like a one-trick pony right now. It seems like, right? It's like that bull rush.
It seems like he struggles to disengage once the O lineman gets a hold of him, or once he goes upfield, like they just keep pushing him that way, and he's got no plan to get off of it.
But if you really look at it, though, his bull rush. Man, he's pushing the tackle back, but Tyson, I think you got a valid point too, though. It might be just scheme, man. It might be just set the edge, tell you know what I'm saying, like we go get somebody where you can actually go up to the passer. But you know what I'm saying, what bothers me also, man, is like I don't know, this package that they're doing is 3 on 3 off, man. It just I don't like that, man. It's like no one can really get in the rhythm. And Primetime says this, and he says it all the time. Like when the game's on the line or it's a big play, I want my gamers on the field. Like you know what I'm saying. Why are we gonna pay Quinn Williams $25 million and the biggest player of the game is ass on the sideline? Like why would you?
Or if you do it, or like Tyrone, to your point, you do it for 3 quarters, and the 4th quarter subject to change. Listen, man, we rotate for 3 quarters. fourth quarter game, big
Yes,
third and
sir.
18. I want the best guys on the
Yes.
field. Like you
Absolutely.
can change it that way, but it's like they stick to that 3 plays on, 3 plays off. It's like
That should be the whole idea of doing it, so that in the fourth
Yep.
quarter, your best players are fresh.
Yep.
yep.
That way, I would
Yeah.
understand it. But if you're still going to rotate them in the fourth quarter,
Yeah,
it just
I
doesn't
know.
make sense.
I don't like that second group, man. And I don't like the Johnson Clement group, man. And Solomon Thomas. I don't like that group. I don't know what it is about. I like Clemens a whole lot, but I'm just not seeing a lot from them kids. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, but I know it's a work in progress and it's still early, so they'll work out the bugs and stuff like that. But I want to see these guys putting their heel back. Like I want to see Huff out there. You know what I'm saying? But the last 2 games, you can't use somebody like Huff because he can't sit the edge like that. So
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. I think, like you guys mentioned, this is a big week for Lawson, I think, because you make a good point. Like, Bengals offense line's been terrible. They're heavy relying on the passing game. I mean, it's a big week for them. So, or a big week for Lawson. For him
Players
to
are
go out
excited
and
tonight.
have a big game.
So what
Pressure,
do you-
because I mean, the Bengals already let up 13 sacks or something like that. I read a
Their
stat
offensive
today. They're on
line's a
pace.
mess right
they've
now.
been getting
Yeah,
they've been
it's
getting
terrible.
killed, bro. They've been getting
Yeah.
killed. And they got a new
It's
offensive line. Like, that's even
embarrassing.
crazy. That's even
Yeah.
worse, right?
Yeah, they
Everybody's
spent a
putting up
ton
his
of money
line.
in the offensive line, and
Yeah.
they still stink. It's still their biggest weakness.
So, Bubs, what do you think about Garrett Wilson, man, who had like a breakout showcase game in his second game as a Jet?
Yeah, I'm fired up. I mean, I was so frustrated to
How
see
fired
the way
up
they
are you, man? You don't look
utilized
fired
him.
up right now.
I was excited. I think him and I might have to maybe down the road, if he continues to play like this, maybe purchase a jersey because he seems legit. Like, and I was so frustrated the way they used him against the Ravens.
Yep.
They barely played him. You know, you see like even that play against the Ravens to turn, fake 3 guys out, gain 9-10 yards to make it 4th down and short for 4th down and inches, 4th down and 1, whatever it was. And then to not see him get used much, see him go out there Sunday, 2 days ago, and scored 2 touchdowns and most likely will probably win Rookie of the Week. But I mean, it was just
Jet fans are going to make
it's
that happen.
phenomenal. Yeah, they did a ton last year. I think they'll do it again this year. But he's legit. He's legit, and you've seen it all throughout training camp. See it in the games. I mean, he looks like he's a legit number 1 receiver that we're gonna have for a very long time. So it's very promising.
And if you look at what LaFleur did with him, he isolated him a lot on safeties as well too, man. Like that mismatch is crazy. Like I don't know if you watched that post pass. I don't even got to see the game, but like when I say when he stepped and he faked left, right, it then went left, man. Oh, if Joe would hit him in stride, he would have scored there. Like this kid is just he's really, really a mismatch nightmare. And what I love about it is we
Especially
still
in the
got
red zone, too.
Elijah. Exactly. We still got Elijah. We still got David. So when you start cutting off one, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna cut off 2. You know what I mean?
Braden Mann breaking out the receipts.
Absolutely.
That was something I was happy to see was
the whole
them
roster's
actually
on
go for it on 4th down.
I guarantee
Brady
no other
Mann.
show has this. There's no other show that has this. There can't be. There's just no. This is
What the fuck? Dude,
What are we doing here? This is
Victory
just-
Tuesday.
No other show has Big Bird. Nobody else has it. Bubs, thanks
Everyone's
for calling,
going.
man. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good one,
Appreciate
bro.
it. Have a good one.
Yeah, fucking
What
Big
the
Bird.
That's awesome that Big
It's
Bird would
just-
fucking join us. He's got a busy schedule to
I
show
don't
up on
know.
Talk
I
Jets
don't
Radio
know.
on Tuesday.
I don't know how
Hey,
we do.
I appreciate Baden Man coming on, bro. Like, that kick was amazing. I wanted to tell him thank you, man, but he jumped off real quick. So
I just want to go back to this real quick.
Which one?
The feel good vibes from this are awesome, but like you just said, at the 2-minute mark, we were all telling a completely different story about this game. So if they come out and they lay an egg this week, like what did this win ultimately mean, right? So I think it's incredibly important that they find a way. I'm just trying to actually talk serious right now. I can't do it.
Yo,
Connor!
I
tell you what, Connor McGovern. No, we don't have room for any more of your penalties, man. That's what I'm
Three
saying.
dude.
Yo,
Jeez, this show
three
is
big
just,
ones.
this show's just
Three
ridiculous.
big ones. But not
Holy shit,
what
man.
You
you
know, like
were
everybody
saying
in the
to
chat's
Prime
making burners now.
Oh yeah,
But
this
Prime
is
Time, what you were saying was true though, Prime Time. Like, at the end of the day, bro, listen, I don't care who you are, man. You're lying if you're saying that at 2:01 mark, you thought the Jets were coming back. That's just straight cap, man. All right, bro, I thought it was over. Listen, I told you. You know how I ended up watching the game? Because I left out the house pissed off to go get some more beer and then watching the game on my phone. So that's my reactions in the car. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll just go back to the callers because I'll go on another rampage with that shit. We will go to our good friend Jomo. What's up, man?
What's up, guys?
Joe,
How we doing?
whoa!
What up?
What's up, baby? Victory
What up?
Tuesday, baby.
Yes, sir, man.
Get the
Big
crickets
win,
together,
big
man.
win. Yeah, crickets are out. Crickets are out. We're here. Had a blast with you guys last Sunday. Not last Sunday.
That was a
Sunday
great time. It was
before.
great meeting your girl,
Great
man. You guys
time, man.
we had a
It
good
was
time.
great meeting all of you guys. There's the light. Started
There's
off
the light
early.
going out.
Yes,
There
how
we
do,
go.
man?
Right on
Jomo,
cue.
Jomo special,
Oh,
baby.
man. Yeah, but guys, I mean, if you're a Jet fan and you're saying that like you didn't count us out after Kareem Hunt got first down when we had 0 timeouts and it was after the 2-minute warning, I mean, you're not lying to me, you're lying to yourself. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's that. We'll leave that alone now. But I mean, what an electric fucking game. Like to see Zerline come out and just every kick going down the middle, that gave me some confidence. To see Braden Mann come out and seeing him punting. I mean, let's talk some special teams, you know. I mean, he was punting well yesterday. They cleaned up a lot of the issues that we saw week 1, and that's what you love to see.
Well, they cleaned up the issues on offense. They cleaned up the issues on special teams, and all the issues went on defense, which was just wild.
Yeah. You know, we really blew a lot of smoke up the defense ass from the Ravens game.
Yes, we did.
And then they came out and fucking laid an egg, man. I mean, it was pretty brutal. You guys were talking about Carl Lawson before. I rewatched the game a couple times. I mean,
Watch the tape.
who we got? Oh,
my
God. You can't even get dressed,
Yeah,
man.
that's it, bro.
Come on,
That's
man.
it, bro. That's it.
I feel bad for
Can't
Mims
even
at this
get
point.
dressed. God.
Sorry,
Trade him in
Jomo.
the first one.
I'm easily distracted tonight. Sorry.
No, I love all the players coming in. It's great.
Funny as shit.
It is, man. But what was I saying? Oh, Carl Lawson. I rewatched the game a couple times, and dude, I mean, he was absolutely nowhere when it comes to pass rush, minus that 1 sack, and when it comes to like you guys were saying, like maybe he was setting an edge for the run. No, like he was like a non-factor in this game. I mean, the whole defensive line as a whole was, but Carl Lawson really. You know, he's got to step up.
But if you watch him though, it's like he does that bull rush up. He's always getting tied up with the tackle, wherever it is. But he never does any spins. He never does any it's always like the same move. That's why I wonder if that's scheme related or if that's what he actually does.
Or if his knee's still not 100%.
You know, it could be that he's not 100%. Could be scheme related. I saw Michael Clemens and him doing that same bull rush where they're just pushing the tackle back into the quarterback. Maybe it is scheme related. I don't know, but I need to see more production. I mean, we got all these defensive linemen that's supposed to be our strong suit, and we're allowing Jacoby Brissett to be near perfect until the end of that game.
But Joe, that's coverage too, though, as well, though, man. That's a lot of zone. That's giving them a lot of time.
The defensive line wasn't doing shit.
Yeah, they were just
that, Tyson, but you know what I'm saying. But the biggest thing, what that is to me, is they didn't do. It was no blitzing. You know what I'm saying? I think they didn't blitz them because they were so worried about the run.
Doesn't blitz.
Yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, you have to against Brissett. I mean, listen, I don't care who the quarterback is, man. You can't give them that much time to sit back there and do nothing, bro. Like you're not getting there with 4, man. That's just crazy.
God. Big Bird talking shit.
Yo.
Oh God, yeah, get Joyner out of here, man.
So then, Jomo, so we'll go to positives though. How exciting was it to see Garrett Wilson break out and the explosive ability of the offense, man? Like these young playmakers are all emerging.
Unbelievable. I bought his jersey.
We're fucking.
He's
we're
awesome.
So you bought Garrett Wilson's jersey?
I had to.
There goes his career. All right,
No.
Thanks,
I mean, the kid is great. Elijah Moore was wide open a lot of times too, but the ball was just, feed Wilson. He was playing amazing. Could be the homecoming, a little added energy, but it's great to see all these young weapons and great to see Flacco out there slinging it, taking some big hits. Dude, you can't ask for more with a backup quarterback than to keep you in a game like that and come out with the win. I mean, just crazy.
But Jomo, weren't you asking for Mike White last week?
Of course.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But Tyrone, in all fairness, so was Joe Benigno too. See how that worked out.
Yeah, I was
I took that shot.
White.
That's right.
I really was.
I thought she was on the Mike White train. You know what I'm saying? Now we just
Flacco
the guy there, huh? Okay. Checking Joe.
A lot of people just wanted a short leash on Flacco if he came out struggling after the first half.
I wanted to see a short leash. Exactly what Primetime just said.
the biggest thing now, though, the biggest thing now for me is complimentary football. That's all I want to see now.
Absolutely.
Like, listen, we realize that we have talent on this team, and you guys understand this is a way better team than we had last year. So now we want to see production. So that's all we ask for. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like, yo, this show would have been fucking crazy as hell if that miracle didn't happen. Because y'all
Yes,
know, as a Jet fan, yo, it was over. Like, I'm gonna be
We would've
100 with
been-
you. So yeah,
I was on
exactly.
a
I'm,
rampage.
Ulbricht's head.
I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking trash all day. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I mean, let's be realistic. We got our ass kicked for 46 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just came down to the
58
last two.
And that's why
I
they
don't
got to
know if
show
it
up on
was an
Sunday.
ass
That's why they
kicking.
got to show up on. It was an ass kicking, dude. Especially
Yeah,
on
it was.
defense.
I mean,
The
it
defense.
It
The
was.
defense
It was
was
The
getting beat around.
defense, yeah, but the offense kept us in it until the last couple minutes of the fourth quarter.
Jomo, it was 30. Jomo, we was down by 13.
Yep.
And listen, it
Right.
wasn't like
No,
we
no,
was
no,
down,
but I'm saying-
but Jomo, it wasn't like we was down by 13 and we were driving down the field. You know what I'm saying? They were doing what they wanted to do. Listen, at the end of the game,
sure.
you guys were top. Listen, your rotation wasn't working because they were running over top of us. That's why
Brissett wasn't getting touched.
Yeah,
He wasn't.
at all.
Every time a pass rusher got free too, like nobody was getting home.
Isn't this supposed to be a Victory Tuesday celebration? We talk about the
What
positives.
are we doing?
It is.
Yeah.
It's all great.
Enjoy it this week.
personally-
They bought themselves another week to figure this shit out. Like that's the way I look at it. Feel
But
good
I'm
for
not-
the week. Acknowledge that they played like shit for 58 minutes, but they bought themselves another week to figure it out.
No, but I'm not. Listen, I'm not being negative. I'm just being honest. I mean,
We're
at
not
the end of
embracing the
day-
positives right now.
No, I mean, absolutely. But
Positive
still,
vibes only, Tyrone. The fuck?
Yes.
I mean, it is. it
Right
is
now we're
positive
getting
vibes.
right now we're getting 60% from Tyrone. We're getting 60%.
Nah,
easy.
man. Nah. You know what? Trust the process. Is 1968, baby. 69. Shit.
Jimbo, thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it. It was great
Have a
meeting your
good
girl,
one,
man. We had a blast.
It was awesome
Have a
meeting
good
you
one.
guys.
Bro.
You guys are the best. Take care.
Have a good night.
No, absolutely.
Chat is in like this. The chat is in like mid-season form right now. Holy shit, man. So we will go to, let's see what we got here. We're going to go to the caller of the week last week, who's going to become a celebrity. So let's guys see what he's got to
Yes,
offer us now.
sir.
Oh, he's in the dark.
Joe
What's up, man?
Cat, what's up, baby? That's my guy.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I was letting the dog out.
What kind of dog you have?
I got a bulldog.
Oh, no. How old?
6.
That's awesome. I always wanted a bulldog.
Yeah, it's like buying a Honda Civic though. Like a '96 Civic. They got the knee problems, the breathing.
You got to like brush its teeth and stuff, and you get like that.
It's like living with an old man. It's like an old, and they only live to like 8. So,
But the one thing because I've been researching them for a while. How did you use a certain breeder to get them? Because there's so many like shitty breeders out there, right?
right. So when you look at them in the States here, they're like $5,000 or whatever it is.
Right.
There's a guy at work where I work, and his family actually breeds them in Colombia.
Oh, nice.
So if you want, just DM me and we can get you one for like $1,200. The paperwork will come in Spanish. They lie about their age to get on the plane and everything. Like I got him at 4 weeks old.
Right.
4 weeks old. I take him to the vet. Vets, these Colombian bulldogs are like the healthiest out of all of them.
Really?
Yeah, like they breed out like all the knee problems. They're a little bit taller than like the ones you would just find here, you know.
Right. Yeah, because like I have friends that have gotten them and they get sick within like 6 months, and the vet bills are just astronomical.
Yeah, they just got a lot of ear infections and the shit with the wrinkles and stuff. But
Yeah.
Breathing and they breathe hard as shit. Yo, I don't know if you see. I got an exotic, so you know what I'm saying. It's a bull. It's a bulldog and pit bull mix. Yo, that little fucker can't breathe worth shit, bro. It's like you sound like he's snoring all the time, bro.
Hear it from upstairs.
But he's the cockiest dude. Bro, I got 3 dogs, man. So he's the cockiest dude in the house, though. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah.
But yo, make me laugh, bro. Let's get to it, man.
All right. Well, thank you for making me caller of the week.
Hopefully you're feeling better this week.
What's that, pal?
Hopefully you're feeling better this week.
No.
No.
Listen, we gotta respect the fact that we got our balls kicked in for 58 minutes. Okay, that was we won this thing on luck. That's no other way to slice it. First, I just want to also say you guys were getting a lot of hate during the week. Fuck all these people that hate. They can all go fuck themselves. I don't want to hear it. This is the best
philosophy.
Nobody sugarcoats shit on here. Okay, and I got you back 100%. But
appreciate it.
And Tyrone, I'll eat shit this week because Flacco played fine. But it also is nice to see if LaFleur get the head out of his ass and be like, we got to play the 10th overall pick. And if we would have just put Garrett Wilson in last week, that's what's so frustrating. If we would have had the same mentality that we had in the last 2 minutes or the last quarter, we could have beat the Ravens. That's why everyone was so upset about the Raven game, because it was right there. Like you hold Lamar Jackson, like what did he rush for? 63 yards?
Yeah, it wasn't a lot.
Yeah, you hold them to that. You got to win that game, dude. Like that's
I feel you.
Also, the defense was awful, and what I'm really just waiting for as a Jet fan is like a complete game of offense and defense all firing. And 'cause every week we go through the same shit. It's either the offense is on fire or the fucking defense sucks balls. It's a flip flop. Next week the defense will play great, and now we go. Even with this game too, like the running back, I love the 1-2 punch with Michael Carter and Breece Hall. I love that. Yep. Very Leon Washington and whoever the other guy that they had at the time. Joyner should be on the homeless line. That guy needs to be like literally in poverty tomorrow. Like fuck this guy. That guy sucks.
What do you think about Garrett Wilson, man? Because that's to me, that's like the biggest story coming out of this game is just his intensity, his game breaking ability, everything.
Well, it just shows you, like, play the fucking guy. I mean, I almost had a heart attack when he got pushed out of bounds there, and like he was grabbing.
Oh yeah.
He got hit in the lower spine.
Yeah, I was like happening like this. I was like, dude, this guy's fine. Of course, typical. And but thank God he was good. He looked great. He's fast too, man. That guy is fucking fast. Yep. He's like, was he 3 yards away from the? Was it the what are they?
Separate. Yep.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, dude. Elijah Moore, I wish they would target this Conklin guy. He's got to be on the bench. That guy sucks. He's awful. He's awful. He's awful. He showed it in 2 games. He's terrible.
Uzama's still banged up though, so that's gonna be hard.
And Ruckert's
Did
Rucker had the drop too?
Play a little bit.
Yeah, he had the one drop.
Yeah, well, he lives 2 towns over, but he's already grown up in this life. So
let me ask you this: in years past, especially last year, after the Bengal game, the Titan game, big wins like that, they came out with duds like the next 2 weeks. So, like, what's your confidence level in them taking this win and being able to replicate it and kind of build off it next week?
I'm kind of like 50-50 on it, man, because going into this game, I don't trust a 0-2 Joe Burrow. I really don't.
That worries me.
Because there's what does he have? 7 interceptions in 2 games?
Yeah.
So I don't expect them to come out like they did the last 2 weeks. I really don't. And that's the part that scares me, because I'm watching the game the other day and I'm saying to all my friends, I'm like, dude, you would never think that team was in the Super Bowl. Like, that team is good. And
it's also interesting to see how the Jets react to this, too. This is their first win, or like how do they?
Dude,
you know what I mean?
You know what they're gonna do. They're gonna post all fucking. We got the win against. And then they're gonna come out flat. It's either they're gonna come out flat for the first half, or they're gonna fall asleep after halftime, like in the AFC game. It's one or the other. They're gonna blow their load early, but I want them to have a competent, complete fucking game. Like, the defense did shit, man. Like, and we need some linebackers, dude. We need some.
Well, that's the thing, dude. Like, what we saw on Sunday is a lot of what we saw last year, and the talent on defense is better this year. Right. That's what I don't understand.
Right. The rotation. The rotations. It's awful. You're not giving any of these guys a chance to gel. John Abraham and Sean Ellis never came out. That's it. Same thing with the sack exchange. Those are the 4 guys. You don't have this hockey line rotation shit. It's some guys like playing with other dudes. You don't know. And it's like Quentin Williams on the sideline. You're like, dude, we're paying this guy money to play 36 plays in a game. I don't understand this. Like, just get your defense set of your guys. Joyner has to be completely this guy needs to be.
Yeah, he's terrible. But the thing is, like, who are you going to start? Ashton Davis?
Yeah,
Will Parks.
Right.
Will Parks.
I put Parks out there.
I mean, at this point, that position is so bad. Like, he looks like every single person we drafted. Kyle Wilson. He looks like D. Milliner. He looks like all this shit.
Yep.
The same player over and over. Like, we can't get a competent safety. And this guy's getting, dude, and that's the thing. You're watching Miami yesterday on, like, Red Zone. he's gonna get torched, dude. If you put Joyner out there, he's getting torched.
He could get torched on Sunday. It's not like the Bengals. They have a high flying. If you give Burrow time, which is the big key to game, the Bengals can light it up, dude.
Oh, 100%, dude. 100%.
Absolutely.
But like if you see Tyreek Hill and fucking Waddle,
Yep.
Joyner's getting
Yeah, nightmare.
so.
Even Whitehead's been struggling a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, he has been.
It's I thought he was gonna be like this. What was Quan Alexander hurt? What was he out
Oh,
there?
he was out
No,
there.
he was out there. He was out there.
Yeah, you couldn't even tell. You couldn't even tell. But it's like I thought he was gonna be this big thumper that would come in with like a heavy hit. But like it's been silent. It's like if that defense just played the same way against the Browns, they were kicking our ass, dude, for 8 minutes. That the win feels good. It really does. The win feels awesome. But this game worries me because we could have technically, if we would have gave our all 100% last week, we could have snagged that win. And and if we play just like we did this week, we're gonna lose on Sunday. We can't.
No, they gotta learn from this. Be happy got the win, learn from it, grow from it, and play a lot better on Sunday, man. Joe, thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it.
Get a
Have a good
bet
night, bro.
Great talking to you, bro.
later, man.
Great
Joe
call.
Joe Benigno in the chat. Hey, man, if you offer up bad takes, we call you out, man. That's the way it works around here. His take was horrendous. So
It's Zach Wilson's team. It's not even.
Yep.
It's not even. A
the hell is
discussion.
that noise?
What is going on?
You?
Is my
You playing his
background too loud?
Christmas music?
What just happened?
No, is my background too loud?
What?
What are we doing here?
Yo.
This thing's a train wreck.
That's what it sounded
Alan.
like.
What's up, Alan?
Like a
Hey,
sushi
what's
thing.
going on? Before I talk about my experience as a Jet fan here in Charlotte on Sunday, I want to piggyback what Joe Cat said. Your show is absolutely awesome.
Appreciate it.
I can't stand these Jet marks who say everything should be positive. They played like dog shit for 58 minutes and got lucky in the final two. That's the bottom line. So let me tell you about my experience. I'm at a bar here in Charlotte. I get heckled for 3/4 by two 13-year-olds. One was wearing
How are 13-year-olds in a bar?
because their
Yo.
dads dropped them off and they said, you know what, you could stay there. Who gives a shit? Okay, so they dropped them off for 3/4. They were heckling me. One was wearing a Patriot shirt and one was wearing a Steelers shirt. So that was great. So after the Chubb touchdown, I get in my car. I'm like, this is over. I put on your show, and right after the Davis touchdown and the onside kick, I'm like, I can't go home. So I swung to my nearest parking lot and I went to another bar. So 20% full. I walk in with my Zach Wilson shirt. This guy comes up to me. He's like, the Jets suck. Okay, I'm like, this is going to be great. So I pointed to the TV. He was there with his girlfriend watching the last minute. His girlfriend told him to shut up and watch the game. So when Wilson scored, this place went crazy. Okay, it was unbelievable. Then I go home and I just passed out. Listen to your 13-minute from that was unbelievable. It was the best 13 minutes I've ever seen in my life, so I really appreciate it.
Yo.
But the funniest thing about the bar is the fire Matt Rule chants midway through the third quarter was unbelievable. I mean, that guy's
man.
a couple more weeks. He is.
See,
Done.
if I were you, I would have went back to the original bar and started talking. shit to those
I couldn't
13-year-olds.
go back there. They were like, thinking,
five
that
to
was bad
13-year-olds
luck.
are running on him.
I would
Right,
have found him and I would have gotten his face like Garrett Wilson did to that kid.
You know
after-
what I noticed here? Prime time likes shit talking kids because he likes when Garrett Wilson does. Now you want him to
love
shut
that he
the-
did that. I love. when he
Aren't
did
you a
that.
teacher?
I am.
Exactly. That's
That's
the bad part.
That's how you build up their character. You put
Oh
them
my!
down,
I
you put them down.
umpire baseball down here, so I shit talk them throughout the game. I can't
I
do it in the
coach
bar.
baseball, so I probably should talk to you if you've ever humped any of my games.
Oh my God, it's awful. So as far as this game is concerned, what I look back at is during the preseason when LaMarcus Joyner said he had two choices, whether he was going to retire or come back as a Jet. Unfortunately for Jet fans, he took the wrong choice because he has nothing left. He is awful. His angles are terrible. He's missing assignments.
Arm tackler.
It's just an absolute shit show to watch.
Well, you know, it's funny. That's a really good point because Dana White has a great thing. Is once you consider retirement, you should retire because don't continue to fight. Once that thought's in your head about retiring, you're done. Like that's when you need to walk away.
Another thing going into this Sunday, Bryce Huff has to get on the field. Just his effort alone against
That's
that
what I think.
against that offensive line, he has to play. Because if he's out 3 weeks in a row, just trade him and get a safety. I mean, you can get somebody for him. You know how many teams in this league need outside linebackers to go after the
trade
quarterback?
Mims for a safety.
Trade Mims, trade Bryce Hall, trade Bryce Huff, trade them all. I mean, and Bryce Hall will never see the field again.
Corey Davis's value couldn't get any higher than it is right now, probably.
Fourth rounder, but I don't know if I'm going to trade him. He's a good third option. He won't be back next year anyhow. So,
I mean, but listen, hold on. My question is this though: like
Sure.
the way these receivers are getting paid, why wouldn't you bring him back?
I'm not giving him $15 million as a third receiver. There's no way.
Yo, listen.
No
These
chance.
These
I'm
guys
giving
are
him
getting the bag, though.
It's good value relative to the contracts that are out there now.
Exactly,
But
you know
you
what
also
I'm
have
saying?
two other guys that are
Yes.
making next to nothing with Elijah.
And
Moore.
also remember, they have no cap
Will.
space this offseason.
They're gonna
And they
need
have
that money.
people that they need to pay. As far as this Sunday's game, as far as this Sunday's game, it's all on the defensive line. You paid these guys all this money against a shitty offensive line. There's no excuses anymore. Okay. There's no excuses for this crappy DC. There's no excuses for this Mr. Clean head coach who did nothing for 58 minutes.
Yep.
And if I was him, I'd call Nick Chubb's nearest charity and give him money because that's the only reason they won the game. Okay.
They built out solid big time, dude.
Oh my God. He was clueless in the last couple of minutes of the first half. The way they slow played that drive was just awful. I mean, I still don't trust the coach. I think the coach didn't really do a great job. His defense was shredded on Sunday.
Well, that's the one takeaway is like we talked about this yesterday. It was like winning is a great deodorant. This win is hiding Saleh from all the backlash of the defense.
Absolutely.
Because now he could say, you know what, we got things to work on, and we're so happy we won a game in September. We're like, yeah, man, just work on it. We don't give a shit. They lose this game. It's just like.
But you gotta mix it up though. That's what bothers me with him, man. He doesn't mix it up. Like, why not at least try to blitz on a couple occasions? I mean, mix it up. I mean, you're going from man to
when they did blitz, they got pressure too.
All I remember about Robert Saleh in a big spot was when he was in San Francisco and they were up 10 points in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, and that defense collapsed. That's all I remember. He's done a great job there, but that last couple of minutes against the Chiefs when they were up 10 points in the fourth quarter and his defense fell apart. Okay. So again, you're talking about a Seattle 3 defense.
Yep.
There are no adjustments. There were no adjustments last year. It's the same vanilla defense. And if they do so, go on.
Now, how do you feel about these guys giving a cushion of 10 yards, man?
It's
awful. That
awful.
bothers the shit out of me with the cornerbacks that we have.
I think the problem is when you have a press corner like Sauce and you're playing him in his zone, it just doesn't make sense. Get him in the guy's face.
They're both of them, dude. DJ Reed's a good press corner too. They both play tight coverage. You're taking them both 5 yards off, and they're both giving them stupid catches.
It makes no sense. But I totally appreciate the show. And one final thing, as I said last week about my linebacker from Iowa, he's in your city this Saturday night. I expect you guys to go see him. Iowa at Rutgers. Thank you very much, guys.
We'll check him out. Have a good night, man.
Have a good night.
Bye, guys.
This is an interesting Victory Tuesday because we're happy about Garrett Wilson, and then now we just ripped the defense for the last 38 minutes.
I mean, the defense deserves to get ripped. I think Saleh deserves some criticism as far as the game plan and how the defense played. But at the same time, you found a way to get it done at the end. And like I said before, that buys you some extra time to figure it out. It's good for the locker room, the young guys getting to experience victory, a taste of it. Now you know what you need to do for 60 minutes.
But they haven't played against a true passing offense yet. They're going to play one this Sunday, but this is where they should have looked a lot better this week against Chubb. And the Browns, you knew what they were going to do, and they couldn't. I don't know, man.
No, Tyson. No, listen, you're absolutely correct. Listen, what bothers me more than anything is he said when he got
That's my favorite account now.
Yo, on third down, we're going man. That was his biggest thing. Yo, we're going to go man. You know what I'm saying? And you're 3 yards, you're 5-6 yards off the ball in 3rd and 3. That makes no sense.
This big bird account's getting me, dude.
My favorite one.
What the fuck are we doing here? What has happened to this channel? No, we can't take ourselves seriously at all. We can't even try anymore. Oh man. I agree. Winning is a great deodorant. We're going to go to our good friend Kevin. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
What's up,
How you doing, man?
I'm glad to be on the show. I didn't get to watch the game. I was on I-35. going back home. So I heard on Sirius XM radio they were giving bits and pieces of it. But for sure, when they were down 30-17 with 2 minutes left, I was about to look up Herman Edwards on Indeed.com so he can come back since he just got fired by Arizona State.
Can you lower your microphone a little bit?
Yes, sir.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Is that better?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Better. Yep. Cool. Herman Edwards got fired on the field, didn't he? He got fired like when
I believe so.
They had a meeting as he was coming off right after the game.
Wow,
Wow, that's cold.
That's crazy, man.
That's the business, though.
That is the
Yeah,
business.
true indeed.
He's done coaching. He's like 70 years old. It's time for him to run off into the sunset.
Yo,
So what
I
is-
love Herm though, man. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
Loved
Herm,
him.
though, man.
Loved him.
So what
If it wasn't for those 2 missed field goals, who knows what would have happened back in 04. But
oh shit.
True indeed.
What's your highlight to this game? What are you most happy about with the Jets?
well, like I said, I heard it on XM radio. So when Gary Wilson got that last touchdown, I almost destroyed the windshield from the yelling. I almost blew out all the car doors, all the car windows out there. But listen, this is a win that it's really Robert Saleh needed it. They were going to go 0-2, and God knows how Tyson was going to just rail into him. I mean, he was just going to kind of put the knife in there.
Did you at least get a chance to
Regardless.
go back and watch all the highlights?
Yes, I did. Listen, a win is a win, and that's all that matters. We can sit here and dissect. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, we can't have Kevin, we love you, man. But you
Yes,
didn't
sir.
watch the game. You're breaking
I
our-
didn't, but listen, I'm a Jets fan. Listen, I've been a Jets fan for 40
breaking
years.
our rule, though. You're breaking our rule. We have a rule. You can't comment a game unless you watch
Love
the
you,
game.
Kevin. Love you, Kevin.
Okay, I got.
He listened. He listened
Love you,
to the
Kevin.
whole thing though.
Yo, love you. He's like Tyson.
If
I
he
was
was so
sitting
loud, I
there
would have
waiting.
given him more time.
When he said he didn't watch the game, I
Oh.
was like, oh, here we go.
It was so loud, my
Wow.
ears were ringing. I couldn't hear him.
Yo.
Did you see that? I just saw that, dude.
And the thing is, I like Kevin. Kevin's a good dude, but it's
Yo,
just
Kevin's
like,
cool, man.
this chat. What is with this chat tonight? Holy
Somebody wild.
shit, man.
Chat's in rare form.
Man, we got chaos here. So we got to get somebody over here. Look at this. Random Man's joining us.
Oh shit!
Hey guys, how's it going?
This
What's
is
up,
this is a
man?
special treat.
Yeah, this happens. It's only the third time ever. First time I was talking to you about how we should get a kicker in the first round, got booted. Second time I showed prime time my new duct tape jersey with Wilson Cross. This is the third time ever, and you wanted some good news. I'm gonna give it to you. We actually had a team. We actually had a team on Sunday, and I know that a lot of people aren't going to acknowledge it, but we actually had multiple pieces of a team show up. We had a quarterback show up. We had a running back show up. We had wide receivers, cornerbacks,
Punter.
kickers. Everyone showed up. The defensive line, yeah, that could have been a little bit better, but you know, I'm really happy with what I saw. Obviously, the defense needs to step it up, but I believe in them based on what I
Wait,
saw.
timeout. Hold on. You're happy with what you saw?
I'm happy collectively of the team of what I saw. The
How can you be?
defense,
But what? How can you be happy collectively? I will give
You
you
won.
2/3 of the
Yeah.
team, but there's a third part of the team that you
Correct.
can't be happy at all with. There's no way.
here's my explanation. The Browns are people were predicting the Browns to go deep into the playoffs.
With Deshaun
Obviously-
Watson as quarterback,
Yeah, they lost Deshaun Watson. Okay,
kind of a
But-
big thing.
to get into almost the game was in reach up until
No, it wasn't.
It
The shit
was.
was
It was,
over.
and I will
It
tell
was
you why.
13 minutes. It was 13 minutes with fucking 2 minutes left to go, and they had an
they
epic
were down by
meltdown.
7.
Yeah, they were down by 7 before that
So
drive.
they punted the ball with 5 minutes left. The Browns, the Jets had it, went 3 and out, and then the Browns took it and
Yeah,
scored the game.
when Flacco missed Corey Davis when he didn't see him
Exactly.
on a wide open
they
pass.
kept
All right,
a lot
all
of
right.
They were
people
down by
upset
1
about
score.
this, but it was
They were in
close
the game.
until
All
the
right.
very last second.
Lose your negativity. It's a
I'm
victory
just here to
Tuesday.
bring some positivity.
No, you
Okay.
know, your positivity is fine, but we just can't ignore the horrific defense and say we're collectively happy.
I am collectively happy with the overall
You're
performance.
collectively
Now-
crazy. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't know what I'm going to say here. Obviously, you guys weren't too thrilled with it. I watched
No,
all
no,
the
listen,
videos.
no,
I
no,
was
no.
thrilled.
We were thrilled, man. We were happy about Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall, Michael Carter, Conklin's a little bit inconsistent. Braden Mann was better. The kicker made his kicks. Flacco played better than last week. That's all. And the offensive line was better than we thought. But the other side of the ball was disappointing, dude. There's no way that you can't sugarcoat it. And like Tyrone said, dude, if they didn't come through with this game, we would have been ripping the shit out of Sal and Ulbrich on Monday. Like demanding probably Ulbrich to get fired.
Yeah.
It looked like last year, man.
I think we're all still trying to figure out like what exactly this win means. And that's going to be determined over the next few weeks. Like, do they actually build off it? And is it something that's going to propel them forward? Like, is this the turning point for this franchise that we've been waiting for a fucking decade for?
But I'm going to say this, though. Listen, in no way, shape, fashion, or form are we not happy about the victory. But just being realistically, you know what I'm saying? That was luck. I mean, I can say it was luck, but it was what it was. I mean,
how is Steve picking his nose in the studio right now?
I thought the game was over.
Steve's picking his nose in the studio right now. I'm literally watching Steve pick his nose while he's waiting on hold. Fuck! What the fuck? What the fuck?
I'm done.
He literally just.
This is too much. But nah, man, listen, man. So how do you? So what was the biggest problem with the defense for you, man?
What the biggest problem with the defense?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I don't know if what specifically this is. I'm gonna try to keep it going.
What happened to our show, Tyson?
They were giving up.
This used to be a real Jet show.
Go ahead, man. Listen, they're gonna keep laughing.
They were giving up like 10 yards at a time. That wasn't great.
I'm done. I can't talk anymore.
Keep going, Randy, man. You got it.
Tyson, you making me laugh, bro. Stop, man.
You should have saw it.
Bro,
Look, he was digging for gold, man. I'm like, how does he know we can see him? Like, goddamn, we can see this.
Oh shit!
Oh,
He's my eyes,
on,
bro.
Steve.
I'm in tears, dude.
Oh man.
God.
I mean, speaking of picks, we did get one to close the game. and that was pretty good.
Good one, yo. Good comeback.
That's a good one.
That was pretty good to close the game. I mean, we stopped them at the end. They were driving down the field, and I mean, the defense obviously they didn't show up when they had to, but. They did at times, and I think that's
well. Actually, they did show up when they had to. Carl Lawson had the big sack at the end. They got that stop. They got the pick at the end. So they did in the last 2 minutes. They did something big. So that was good.
Yeah.
So, Random, are you still at the Jets facility, like doing any stuff with them or no?
No, I only worked the summer.
That was cool, man.
Cool.
You
That's a great job to have,
awesome.
man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for calling, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I got some comments to read back through. I got to see what I missed.
Oh,
You missed a
fuck.
lot.
Hey, guys.
Have a good night,
Thanks
man.
for having me.
Have a good night.
you.
Thank you for calling in.
It was cool meeting him at practice, man. It was very cool. So we got to bring him on, man, because we got to discuss this now. And this is where this goes right to shit right here.
Yep, this is what
Yo, what's up, guys?
Bro, what were you just doing?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I know what happened. I saw
must
it.
have had- hey, listen, I'm sorry for that. Listen, I'm human. I'm sorry. Whoever said that, fuck you in the chat. Whoever said that, fuck you in the chat.
We all get a little boogie sometimes.
Hey, listen. Okay, so
Next time, just snot
I'm
rock
to
it.
say this right now. I am still. All right, Tyrone, shut the fuck up, Tyrone.
Yo, hold on, bitch. Hold on.
What are you so angry? Why are you angry at us?
Yo,
We didn't do
you
anything
mad
wrong.
at me?
I'm trying to
Why you
talk.
mad at me? Because you had a half a finger up your fucking nose. Dumbass. People
Why are
can
you
see
mad at us? You
Dumbass.
created
And
this.
I'm looking at the comments. Okay, so I'm gonna say something right now.
Whoa. I need an apology. Are you getting hung the
All right,
fuck up?
Tyrone. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Lane, bro.
Okay, so I'm going to start off with this. You guys made a good point. The defense on Sunday was absolutely fucking horrific throughout the whole game until the last.
Why not go to the
couple of minutes.
positives first? What happened to
Well, the
Victory
positives,
Tuesday?
okay, first. Garrett Wilson, let me tell you, Garrett Wilson was a beast. Did you guys listen to Bob Wish, the radio announcer's call on the winning touchdown catch?
Yeah,
Dude,
I posted it.
Bob, that had to be like one of the most exciting calls that I have listened to in a very, very long time. And let me tell you, when Garrett Wilson scored that touchdown at the end of the game, not only was I shocked,
this
I was
true?
happy. I
Is
thought
this
it was
true?
gonna knock- I
You were
thought it was
totally
gonna-
unfriendly at the green and white scrimmage?
Whoa.
Do we have a problem now? Are you becoming too big of a celebrity now?
He's too
No.
Hollywood now. How come
All
you didn't say hi to Vinny?
I didn't see Vinny there.
All right. Just
I
making
didn't
sure.
see Vinny yet there. If I see Vinny the next time, I'll make sure I say hello. But the Garrett Wilson, when he scored that touchdown, I couldn't believe it. Like throughout the game, I couldn't. I don't know what happened if the Browns fell asleep those last.
Wait, is this true? Do you not say hi to people in the chat?
No, I say hello.
They say you just ask for the link and then you want to get on. You don't say hi to everybody.
No, I always do.
All right, making sure.
Hey, that was the first thing I said before I said to send the link. I always say hello to everyone in the chat.
Okay,
It
making
doesn't
sure.
matter what you think, Steve. Who gives a fuck? Dig in your nose and shut the fuck up, man.
What are we doing
I'm
here?
done for the day. I'm done for the day.
Okay, so the thing is, Tyson, you made a good point. I watched your video. The offense was great. Mike LaFleur had a great plan. The defense was terrible. Not only was the defense terrible, the referees were terrible in the game too on Sunday. Like the Conklin catch in the first quarter, where he clearly had both feet in bounds when he caught the ball. That was a catch. I don't understand how when they go back review, solid challenges it, and they
You thought that was a good challenge though?
solid. What did you say?
You thought that was a good challenge though? First drive of the game, third play.
He had to challenge it, and
What?
obviously,
No, he didn't.
at
It's
first, they weren't going to.
Steve, it's
go
the
back
first
to the
drive of the
game.
game. It's the first drive of the game. It's the third play of the game. He didn't need to challenge it. It wasn't conclusive that was a catch. He didn't have to challenge that.
It's just
I thought that
chat
was
is
a
killing me.
stupid. I thought that was a stupid challenge.
We can't even have a conversation right now. This is just
It should have been a
ridiculous
first
tonight.
down for us. The drive should have continued.
If you're gonna if you're gonna throw the challenge flag that early in the game, you have to be 100% sure that call is gonna get overturned. Or it's got to be like a turnover, a huge play. It's not just a first down completion.
How the fuck
mean,
do
it
we have
wasn't
viewers? I
working.
don't understand how we have viewers. I just don't understand. I can't even fucking talk.
Yeah, but that was one thing. The other thing also too was early in the fourth quarter. Remember when George Fant got called for that holding penalty?
That call was terrible.
That was a terrible call. And Saleh even said bullshit on the sideline. I was even screaming bullshit. I thought that was one of the worst calls I ever saw.
That call and then the pass interference on the next drive.
Oh
Both of
my
those calls were
god, dude! That was horrible. Honestly, I think the Browns literally. Let me tell you something. The Browns should be lucky that they blew that game because
Wait. The Browns are
Browns are
wait.
lucky?
The Browns are lucky they blew that game. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate they blew the game. Why would they be lucky they blew it?
Hang on, let me rephrase
The
that.
Jets are
Browns-
lucky.
The Jets are lucky. The Browns.
Well, no, and the thing was also too was from the game
Nope.
too was that those referees should be fired. Whoever put the refs in that game, they should be fired. But let me tell you something.
That speaks a lot about the Jets, though, right? The fact they were able to overcome that. They battled for 4 quarters.
I just can't take no more.
No, it was they battled throughout the whole game, and then let me tell you something. Nick Chubb, thank God Nick Chubb went in the end zone towards the end with a minute 55 left. Because if Nick Chubb just decided to take a knee, then
Game's
we
over.
would have lost the game. If Nick Chubb
game's
took
over.
a knee after he got the first down, instead of going
Steve,
in the end
I
zone,
got
we
a
would have won the game. We would have lost the
Steve.
game.
Steve, I got a question. What show did you get that off? Who told you that?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Can you say it one more time?
I said, what show did you get that off? Who told you that?
What are you talking about? Like what show?
What show did you get that off that said the Chubb would have went down, would have lost the game? Who told you that?
No, I said that to myself. I didn't get it from any show.
Okay.
So you were thinking that when LaMarcus Joyner missed that tackle and Chubb scored, you were actually happy?
I was.
I wasn't.
And there's proof. There's video proof. I was.
In a way, I was, but I was like, you know what? I still think we're going to lose the game.
No. That wasn't the question. Because you just said, to Tyrone's point, that Chubb not taking a knee is what you wanted. So when LaMarcus Joyner missed a tackle and he scored, your answer should have obviously be like, yeah, I was happy he scored. I'm glad LaMarcus Joyner missed the tackle. That should have been your answer.
Yeah.
You had no clue what was going on, did you, Steve?
Yeah, that should have been. But, let me tell you something. Finally, and then let me tell you, Braden Mann.
All right. Next caller.
Yo.
I've had enough, dude.
Thank you, man. I
I just
appreciate it,
can't
bro.
do
Because
no
I was
good.
getting,
I just-
I couldn't.
You were
I
mad,
couldn't be
bro.
bro. Like, yo, don't talk
People,
to me like
people
that,
don't tell
bro.
you. People don't tell you to shut the fuck off, and dude.
Bro, don't talk to me like that, bro. No, ain't no man gonna talk to me like that. We grown ass men, bro. You ain't here digging in your nose on live where people can see you. Get the fuck out of here, bro. On some shit you don't win.
I mean, he thought he was in pride. In fairness, he thought he was. In
No,
private.
what he
He thought
does
was
is
implied,
he
but he
goes
can all
on.
see though.
What he does is he goes on every fucking show. He steals ideas and comes on this show and spills the same bullshit he's been doing for the last 6 years. Man, I don't want to hear that shit. Show some respect. And you get
Tyrone's so
respect.
angry, man.
I know. What the
Nah,
hell?
What
bro,
happened
come
to
at me like
Victory
that, bro.
Tuesday? I don't understand what happened to
Yo,
Victory Tuesday.
Don't curse at me, bro. I'm a grown man, bro. Don't do that. It's crazy.
Wait, this is true though. He just had his Jake Klein moment. He's getting coming back. He's definitely not coming back after this one.
At least
He'll
not
be
with
back.
Tyrone on.
Yo, listen, he can't
He'll
help
be- he'll
himself.
be back when Tyrone's late.
He can't help himself. This is what he do. He can't help himself.
So we're gonna go to a guy that hasn't been around in a while. Where the hell you been, man?
Yo,
What up, fellas?
Mr. Bad
All right,
Wine.
so I got a new job. I work
congratulations.
about an hour away
Congrats,
in the
man.
boonies, and I have no reception. So there's that, and that's primarily where I've been. However, I always follow up with y'all fellas, man. I always catch the streams and everything. Y'all been really doing your thing. So just keep it up. This show's been ridiculous tonight, man. It has truly been a pleasure. It has truly been hilarious to see. The chat is in full effect. Damn. But it's good to see everybody, man. What up, y'all?
What's going
Well,
on, bro? How you?
congratulations on the job, man. That's awesome.
Appreciate it. And I got 2 small kids, man. Whoever said anything about terrible 2s, we're lying. Terrible 3s is a whole nother ballgame. That's a separate conversation.
So what are your
up,
thoughts
y'all?
on the game, man? Well, you have 2 weeks to talk about. You have the Ravens' disappointing game, and now you have a improbable win against the Browns.
Yeah. So I guess I'll be real, but I'll be positive. I mean, so let's start, of course, with the bad, right? We guys have been talking about it through and through. I watched the replay a few times. Damn, Ulbricht's scheme is not it, right? These guys struggle with the same things, and they're putting it on film, and teams are literally just going to keep doing the same thing.
Yep, absolutely.
We can't stop the screen for the life of us. And I also think that impacts our pass rush, right? These guys are scared that the ball's going to get thrown over their head. So they're not really pinning their ears back and doing what they need to do because they're going to miss something, right? Linebackers, I mean, CJ looked rough out there.
Yep.
Now, I know their running tandem, they got some big jokers over there, but man, they were struggling in the linebacker space. And then, of
Brissett
course,
made him look bad on that one run.
Yep.
oh, yeah.
On the
Oh,
ground.
man. Like broke his ankles. I'm like, that's
Exactly.
CJ? Oh no, Lord help us. And as you know, our safety play. Well, I could tell. What's his number 3? Every time I get him on the show, I can't remember these players' names. He's banged up. He didn't look
Whitehead?
like he was coming out the way he did in week 1. Our strong safety, and then of course Joyner. Damn, yeah, he probably should have hung up the cleats. Probably should have hung up the cleats. So that being said, the team did not quit. And then another thing on offense, they were down or whatever, but they were just shooting themselves in the foot. Like every time they had something going, they were shooting themselves in the foot. Whether we were playing against the Zebras, which seems like happens all the time,
Yep.
2 weeks in a row.
drop balls, you know what I mean?
Penalties.
Errant throws, you know what I mean? We should have been in that game, even though the defense wasn't doing what they needed to do. Now, I will say,
That strip sack too was huge.
oh my goodness,
Yeah, it
that
was.
shifted momentum. Oh my goodness, that killed us, right?
Yeah.
So the game would have been completely different if we just continued to execute in the money zone.
Yep.
And then the team didn't quit, fellas. The team didn't quit. They were in position to put themselves in that particular position, although it took 0.01% chance.
But I have a question for you, and this is one
Yeah.
thing that nobody's really talked about. Is Saleh said he was glad that he was surprised that Chubb scored, but he was glad LaMarcus Joyner missed the tackle.
Yeah.
Why
So-
wouldn't you tell LaMarcus Joyner not to tackle him then?
Correct.
Let him in the end zone.
That's kind of scary, right? Because we're sitting here, we're just fans that sit on the couch and watch this game or whatever.
But don't tackle him. Let him
And
score.
we're thinking, it's like chess. We're thinking steps ahead. Now he tried to clean it up. He tried to clean it up on one of these shows and in one of these interviews, talking about the 2 minute had it hit just yet. And that's where his mind was. He was
He
thinking
still could have got the ball back with like 40 seconds, which
Yeah.
less than
Again.
probably, right?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
what he's saying, assuming they don't make the field goal, right?
Right.
When they
That's a chip
kick
shot.
it on fourth down, right? So that's still a little scary though, but I see what he's saying, but you know,
It didn't really make
That's a
any
little
sense. When he
scary.
said that, though, it
Didn't
doesn't make any
sound
sense.
good.
Though.
Didn't sound good when he said it though.
I
Yeah.
think it was Garrett Wilson that said, the receivers coach, Miles Austin,
Yep.
said they just gave us our only shot by
Only
scoring a
chance.
touchdown there.
Yeah.
And so if he knew that, you would hope that Salah at
And
some
they- and
point
they
would
have-
said,
they
"Hey,
have
let
a-
them score. Let's get a chance to get
They
the ball
have
back
a
here."
game management, time management coach that does all the analysis. Wouldn't that guy tell him, "Hey, listen, man, you're here. Let him score. It's your best chance to win."
sure. Yeah. Where was he at? Right? Where was he at? But you know, hey, this was a big week for Salah. We all were sitting at our edge of the chairs knowing exactly what the hell was going to happen this week
Yes,
if
sir.
the game ended, you
Yep.
know, 30-17 or whatever. And those guys battled for him, man. They battled for him, and this was a sign. Now we got to see where this goes. Next week is another dose of reality, and we're going to see how they respond. But I will say, you know, his messaging last week was horrific, right? He should know this town. He should know how things could get misconstrued. Yes, he was talking about the media, but he didn't clearly articulate that, right? So he put himself in all this poo-poo. And then freaking he did give everybody, right? These people that have been, you know, hating on him, big FUs, right? Because we've been giving him a lot of, and Joe Douglas, a lot of flack for the roster makeup. You know, these players that we have on there. Why the hell is Ashton Davis on here? Who the hell is this punter? What the hell is he doing? And a whole bunch of fellas, he showed his trust in these guys, and they came out and did what they needed to do.
Yeah, but see, I don't
Our
think
field
so.
goal kicker was kicking balls.
But the thing is, though, it's like the defense came out flat as shit, and they looked unprepared, dude, in the first quarter. Like that to me, that was my speaking point to primetime most of the game. It's like, here's your receipts thing. This team's supposed to be fighting, scratching, and clawing for you, and the defense was getting manhandled. That to me was kind of an indictment. That's why I think the winning is kind of overseeing that. Because I mean, I was on a rampage, dude. I was ready to rip the shit out of this team after game. 'Cause I'm like, this isn't. Dude, they were arm tackling, they were taking terrible angles, and it wasn't changing, man.
I'll give them this. Whatever adjustments they made at halftime. Let me finish my statement now.
I didn't say
they were getting punched in the mouth all first and second half.
Yep.
In the third quarter, they figured something out, right? They got some stops. And then, of course, towards the later end of the fourth quarter, shit went crazy again. But I will give them that they actually got some stops and, again, put themselves in position to kind of get back. But the offense wasn't necessarily getting it done. So they definitely still have to do a lot more. Don't get me wrong. And they're going to get another test this week. And, you know, Salah said it this week, you know, this wasn't about just this, you know, one game. This is about what we do in the next series of games and blase. And we know what typically happens off of a win like this. They go and shit the bed next week. But we got a bunch of new players in there that are telling us this ain't the same old Jets. So we'll see
that's why I loved Salah's press conference yesterday. He set the tone for the week. Like they already moved on yesterday.
That's
like,
right.
They weren't celebrating. They weren't, you know, they moved on.
They know, dude. They
that was the right
have to
message.
know.
Especially with the way they played. That was the right message. And enjoy it for the few hours afterwards. And
I mean, G-Dubs, Garrett Wilson was talking about that at a post-game interview. Like, this is nice.
Oh, yo, I seen that one, yo. Yep, I seen that one, yo.
That's
Exactly what he said too.
I'm getting chills just thinking about it. So I'll say this.
Go ahead.
I'll say this. You know, I'm a junkie, so I try to go back and watch these games over and over again. It's crazy that Michael Ford didn't have Garrett Wilson going off last week. It's crazy. The guy is literally moving faster than everyone else on the field. That's how you know you got somebody with special talent. And clearly they try to get him involved this week, which is excited to see. Guys, we got one. We fucking got one. And it's been so long since we had a true stud at wide receiver.
What do you think about Elijah Moore though? Because like it seems like Elijah Moore is our guy all of last year. Now this year he's like all right, we got our guy. Like he's just getting
he was getting open though on Sunday.
He was getting open. He had critical yards, critical plays last a few days ago. And yes, he wasn't, you know, multiple touchdowns and stuff like that, but he came through in the clutch a few times. And you know, he's still the dude. Maybe not our number one anymore, but he's still the dude. But we just needed somebody on the other side to open shit up. And now defenses are putting a star, circle, whatever, on Garrett Wilson, and that's gonna open shit up for everybody else.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
see, that's
lovely.
that's what I've been saying. But listen, do you think a lot of that what he's been getting right now is because the other guys are getting more focus on them?
I don't know. To be honest with
They
you,
were featuring Garrett
If-
Wilson, man. They were
if-
just going right to him.
again,
No, but
I'm not
I'm
an
talking about the team's
expert.
game. I'm talking about Cleveland's game plan, though. Like,
Sure.
you think they were gaming more for Corey Davis and Elijah Moore,
If
and
you-
Wilson kind of.
If you objectively looked at the film from last week, the plays that were left on the field, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I know hindsight's 2020, but I'm saying we need to stop 17 because they're not clicking right now. Clearly, they had issues in week 1, but if they click, this dude's going to be a problem for us. And they're moving them all over the place.
Yeah.
They didn't make their adjustments at halftime, and they're Joe Flacco was just going. He was throwing the ball left and right. He was just going for him. So clearly something clicked. Finally, at least it clicked. But I'm excited to see. And the thing that's the dopest thing, fellas, if you watch him, when the lights come on, he
Yep.
becomes a
Really?
different human being.
He
Yes,
does.
sir.
And I fucking
Absolutely.
love that
He's
about
intense,
that dude,
man.
bro.
Yes,
We
sir.
saw that in
just-
practice, man. We saw it in practice, man. He is intense.
He
Very
becomes,
intense.
he's a dog, bro.
Yep.
He's a dog, and I'm just so happy we got him. We got to keep the quarterback upright, whoever the hell is back there, so we can feed that dude and see how everything else opens up because of it. So
You know what? You made a
I'm
good point
excited.
there too. Is like even when they got the onside kick, Garrett Wilson was fired up. Like that energy translate, man. That
Yeah.
goes to the sideline. That he'll emerge as a leader, man. That people are gonna be like, you know what? This is our guy. He's gonna be like a captain, a leader kind of player,
I
man.
know,
Right.
man.
Super-
Superstars, when you
He's a
see them
dog.
play, you just know it. And
He's a dog,
you,
bro.
when you
Listen,
watch him,
like,
you just
you
you
said
see
it
that
best.
it factor.
The
He's got
kid
that
is
it
a
factor.
dog on the field, man, and he knows it. And so, you know what I'm
crazy.
saying? I love it, bro. I love it.
It's crazy. It's
Dude, it's
crazy.
good to talk to you, man.
You too, man. I miss y'all, man. I miss y'all. I always say this. F the haters. Keep doing what y'all do, man. You guys don't
Appreciate that.
understand. I'm sure you do, but truly are helping so many of us Jets fans. We're starved for content, true content, real content, and we don't get it. And I'm repping.
Look at that shirt.
I'm
Look
repping
at
Process,
y'all.
baby. Yes,
everywhere I
sir.
go. I just
Yes,
came back
sir.
from Mexico and I was rocking this stuff too. And the dude noticed the Jets. I try to put him on the show, let him know, hey, you can chime in and watch this stuff. Hopefully he's watching. John from Texas, where I met the other day.
Awesome, man.
That's what's
But
up, man. Appreciate that, dude.
keep doing what y'all do, man. And F the haters. Jet up, baby.
Just
Congrats on
up,
the
baby.
job, man. Good luck with the job.
Yo,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Congrats,
man.
Congratulations, bro.
Appreciate it,
Congratulations.
fellas.
Later.
All right,
dude.
y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night.
You
Take care of
too.
them babies, man.
Prime time. Hour
Call of
and
the
5
week.
minutes.
Call
Call
of
of
the
the
week.
week right there.
Yeah,
Got it.
absolutely call it a week. Yo, he
I love
killed
talking to
every
him,
point.
man.
Yo, every point he made was dead on. And and this is what real fans realize, man. Listen, we're not
Hold on.
criticizing the team. We can hold them responsible. Yeah, it was like 1 hour. It's like
As of
1
right now,
hour,
caller of the week, we still got some heavy hitters coming on. So
You got to bring. I mean, there's a lot
You gotta-
to
hey.
overcome here, man.
Yeah, that was hard though.
My eyes been tearing for freaking an hour now.
Yo,
This,
Oh,
is just,
boy.
this Big Bird account's fucking killing me, man.
yo.
that's my favorite
God-
account in the chat. by far.
God damn, this show's been brutal tonight. Oh, well, thank you guys for joining us. I'm not really sure how you're still watching after the shit we've been dealing with, but
On
we
a
will
Victory
go to
Tuesday.
Luca.
What's going on, fellas?
God
What's
damn, you
going
got a
on,
lot of
Jay?
hats back there.
Yeah, it's quite building up. I might have to get rid of them sometime soon. Like at least some of them, but the old hats.
You
but
have like all the same team, or are they different teams? I see a Red Sox hat, right?
What's the
no.
orange one?
Well, Alex, what's the cap right here? It's
SNY.
It's an SNY shirt.
It's a Sneaky G.
Sneaky G, man. That's a Giants hat my best friend bought Alex for his birthday. Got a referee hat right here. Cyclones, Giants for my brother.
Is that the one who
Twinville
couldn't
Five-
open the cooler in the background?
Yep.
Yes, the one who could not open the cooler. You got the Jets hat, the Knicks hat, and some Yankee hats and Fighting Irish hats in there. But I just want to say nobody ever tells Tyrone to shut the fuck up on air.
That's right, never.
No, sir. Nah, you already know what it is, family. You already know what it is.
Yeah, I just gotta say with this whole victory, I was I never reacted like I ever did before. Like I was bouncing around my house after just seeing Ashton Davis pick off that interception. But I hope the coaching staff realizes that in the end, okay, we got a break, but we have some serious issues to fix. we have some serious issues to fix. You know, as you guys mentioned, you know, we have a lot of better personnel, and it just pains me to see we're still getting killed in the screen game. It's like they're being it's like they're playing like zone coverage on these screens, and the pursuit is not heavy. They're not being aggressive enough. That's my problem. And I looked on a crucial third down. I was following the play and the stuff like that. Like they were blitzing. They went 5-man rush, and Brissett, all he had to do was dump it off to Kareem Hunt, and Quincy Williams got double teamed. Nobody else was there.
Yep.
So he ran for the first down, which probably ended the game at that point. Eventually, Nick Chubb ran in for the touchdown. So you have that. It's just I don't like that the scheme is still here and they haven't made their adjustments. They're not being aggressive enough. They have the corners. They have the linebackers. They can blitz. They can do a lot of things, and they better get on this Bengals offensive line. They've been terrible.
Yep. No arguments here, man.
I agree.
There's a lot of pressure on the defense because you figure, you know, when you played the Ravens, they didn't have really the running backs were decimated. You kind of knew it was like Andrews and Bateman. It's like you weren't really worried about Lamar Jackson's arm too much. This week, Jacoby Brissett lit you up, and now you're going to play a legitimate offense where if you give Joe Burrow time, especially with the way they're giving cushions now and stuff like that.
Yeah, you don't want these like little I even saw Sauce allow some. It's obviously not his fault because you know it's what he's told to do. But he's like 3-4 yards off the ball on third down with a quick slant. Cooper just goes right in front of him for the first.
I said the same thing, bro. It didn't make any sense to me. Like, why are you listen? And what you said from day one is you're going to bring these guys in, and we're going to be in man on third down. That's what I'm saying. They haven't been doing that, bro. You can't do that. It's crazy.
Just makes no sense, none whatsoever. Like, what are they scared of? Are they scared of like offering the safety help up top because they don't have any coverage safety? Sorry, Whitehead's not a good coverage safety, nor is Joyner. Joyner shouldn't even be on the field. But just play aggressive. Stop playing not to lose. I'm sick and tired of that mentality, man.
Yeah, it's
even. I gotta agree with primetime. You know, I was watching the game at my work, and why you got to challenge in the first? Why did you got to throw a challenge flag in the first drive?
It wasn't
Third
even a big
play of the game.
It wasn't even a huge play. It was
To me, it was like a 50-50 call. They could either call it a catch or they could say like there's a little indent and he was out of bounds. Like I don't like that at all. As Primetime said, you got to challenge. If it's 100%, it's going to be overturned. I just don't like that. I don't like the time management either. But
especially the end of the first half, his time management was kind of suspect. He got lucky there, but it was suspect though.
Yeah, he's just got to like. I like how Salah answered.
They had plenty of time with 2 timeouts.
He got lucky as shit, dude.
Yeah, he should have called the timeout. I think it was after the 1 3rd down where they held him on the pass. It was a completion, but it was behind the sticks. And I'm like, all I'm doing is this. Call a timeout, please. Then you leave yourself with 1 timeout. So you have that, and I'm glad that Salah and the team moved on, but they have a lot to work on.
Absolutely.
He's got a lot to prove as a head coach, to be honest with you. If we're being completely, everybody focuses on Zach Wilson all the time. Salah's got a lot to prove this season, man. He really does. With defense, game management, time management, It's
the X's and O's. He's got to be responsible for his unit. He is the defensive guy.
It's his scheme.
He was known for his defense, his scheme, and all that. He's got to fix that as a head coach because he's supposed to be a CEO guy. Okay, the offense is looking good, but the defense is not. The defense looked good last week, but the offense wasn't.
Yep.
I think Salah's going to tell these guys, let's execute so we can have a complete game where both sides are answering for each other in complementary football.
But look, I got a question for you.
Yeah,
my question I want to ask you is it him being stubborn and don't want to change the scheme? Because with all this talent you have on defense, it doesn't make sense to me to keep running the scheme that's not working.
I think it is stubbornness in a way. They got to adjust, especially that you're playing Jamar. Are you really going to give Jamar Chase 10 yards of cushion? Are you going to give Tyler Boyd 10 yards of cushion?
Nope.
Same for T. Higgins. He's a very underrated.
Even that tight end they have, what is it? Hayden, what's his face?
Hayden Hurst.
Hayden Hurst is good.
And they also
too,
got Joe
man.
Mixon. What are you going to do?
Yep.
Joe Burrow's just all he has to do on third down. I'm going to hit a dump off screen to Joe Burrow. So Joe Burrow to Joe Mixon, in which Mixon can run for like 15 yards.
And if the offense is playing well, don't you feel like the defense can afford to take some more chances, like send some blitzes,
Absolutely.
give us
Of
a big
course.
play, so be it. Like your
Absolutely,
offense
bro.
should be able to get it back. It's not like the offense
I'm-
of years past where we're putting up 17 a game. Like we've got legitimate weapons now that we could feature and get
course.
those points back. So be aggressive.
And they can't do it again this week where the defense gives up long drives. The Cincinnati will take up long time of possession. We need that possession time, especially with the weapons we have, the quarterback
It's
we
the
have.
same shit they did last year.
Of course.
Last year,
I agree
every beginning,
100%.
the first drive of every game, the defense gave up points. They got marched right down the field. Next thing you know, we're down. We're behind. Same thing as last year.
Somebody also needs to step up a leader in the locker room and say, you know what? I'm not tolerating this shit. We are going to play aggressive. We are going to do,
That's the
I know
coach,
it's not
man. That's the
I
coach.
know.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to step up. Saleh can't play friends to these guys anymore. It's fine if you want to establish a relationship with one, but if there's a defensive breakdown, let's just say, Cincinnati scores a touchdown on a really bad long play, Saleh's going to get pissed off and go to the sideline and say,
Like I would have
what the
liked
hell
to see
happened here?
like how valuable is what's that guy Harris, the guy that committed that penalty in the fourth
Marshall
quarter?
Harris.
Marshall
Marshall
Harris.
How's he
Harris.
still,
I was like, oh my god,
he should have been
no.
cut. Like you
Bro,
want
that was
to
a good
hold
example,
people accountable.
bro.
Like shit like that in that moment, that's way too selfish. You're out. Like we got to start like holding people accountable. Like you're out. I'm sorry.
That's 15 yards. That was big, bro. That was
That was
big, bro.
huge.
That was big.
Absolutely. And I will say, I give a vote to Tyson's side. I don't think he should go to the game this week. I think Primetime should go solo, and I think that the callers should join. I'll probably, if that ends up happening, I'll probably join after I come back from work, which will be like end of the third, beginning of the fourth quarter.
So you're gonna miss most of the game. Why do I
No,
wanna talk to you?
listen, I'm at work, but I have like the
So you
tab
want me
list
to? So you want me to go to the game solo so that you could hop on the stream?
Yep.
at the, well, not for me, just the viewers in general. Listen, what I have to say about I don't like Beningo's take at all, honestly.
It's
if I have
terrible.
to be completely transparent,
Completely terrible.
he's out of touch. Listen, he's the old fan. He's beaten down. He's tired of losing. We get that, but he's just not in touch. He's not like it's what's realistic.
He
He's like,
waffled, bro.
He did.
He
He
waffled.
did.
Because last week he hated everybody. Mike
then
White
Mike
has
White.
to play fuck Flacco. Mike White. Now it's like Flacco's got to play fuck Wilson. The only thing I'm learning from Joe Benigno is he doesn't like Zach Wilson. That's the story to me. Because it's everybody but Zach Wilson at this
You
point.
need to know what he is, at whether it's good or
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Regarding my job, I was like saying like I stream church masses, so I'm at the balcony and I have the little tablet. And obviously, I do 2 masses, but I have the one tab with the Jets game on, so I'm
I do the
watching.
same thing.
the
When
game.
I go places, when I get stuck
Yo,
going
Luca,
to some
I
kind of
love
like
you,
party or
bro.
something like Sundays, I always have like the phone. Like I have all kinds of shit going on.
I was a
so.
little Tyrone. I was a little disappointed I didn't see you week 1.
Yo, bro, I apologize, man.
It's all right. It's all right.
I had a contract, man. I had to be there Monday to sign that paperwork. So And
That's
everyone
100%.
everyone who watched the show know Tyrone would deal
Wait,
with
you
the
had
contract
to
and
sign
everything.
you had to sign the contract on Monday.
Yeah, I had to be there. I had to be there Monday. I
Where
started Monday.
where was the contract signing?
Richmond.
Is that a 3-hour drive? Game
Nah,
ended at
but
4 o'clock.
No, I had to. No,
That's
I,
Sunday?
man, I was gonna be drunk. Probably ain't nobody gonna get in their car from Charlotte, drunk and shit, and
No,
drive home
no,
with your nut
no.
ass. I'm not.
Who the fuck drove home from? Dude, I did it.
He
And
did.
Yo,
Didn't you guys drive
I'm
from
not
Carolina
doing
last
that.
year?
Carolina,
Bro,
from
yo, listen.
Carolina,
Yo,
8
listen.
hours. Hold on,
Prime time-
from
no.
Carolina, 8 hours. Directly
Exactly.
after the game,
That's you,
I
baby.
walked into my
I'm
apartment
not doing
at
that.
5:12.
Yo, I know I got the
I
text.
showered and I went to work still on Monday.
I got the text, but I'm not doing that. I'm not walking into that meeting, hung the fuck over. Nah, come on, man.
Can't you just
Florida.
Can't you just go into the city after the game, hop on Amtrak, and like go to Virginia or like DC or anything like that? There's Amtrak.
Yo, listen, why
I
y'all
use public
yelling at me? I will be at a
I'm
game
just
this
saying.
season. I'm just saying. Y'all know what I had
Go
to
to
do.
the Dolphins
So-
game. I'm going to the Dolphins game. Go to that one.
Okay, I'll be the Dolphins game.
All right, cool. Luca, thanks for calling, man. We appreciate it.
Have a good
Appreciate
one,
it,
Luke.
guys.
Have a good one.
Try to throw me under the bus because your nut ass drove home. Even Tyson said you was crazy.
It's a 3.5
Oh,
hour
yeah.
drive, dude. 3.5 hours.
Big Bird's killing me, man.
I did 6 hours from Cleveland, went to work. I did 8 hours from Carolina, went to work. You could do 3.5.
All right. We will go to
3.5.
Mr. Dan. What's up, man?
Let's go.
Did it, fellas?
What up?
Yo, sorry in advance. I got no voice. My thing is dead, dude. I got no voice. In elation. I could not believe Sunday happened. It's got to be in one of the most improbable wins that we've ever had. I mean,
no
you
voice from
can't-
yelling at home?
Yeah, the final 2 minutes. You crazy?
You're bad for your neighbors.
Because
You
of that
know
thing.
Dan was on it, baby. You know D was on it, bro. You know he was hyped, man.
All of my neighborhood knew. Everybody. Yo, the Jets are onto something. That's because I was yelling off the top of my lungs, man. I loved it. Every minute of it. Dude, we lost the game. That game was completely lost. Way lost. There's so many negatives about that game on the defensive side that I'm going to get into. But
Dan, hold on 1 second, Dan. Hold on 1 second. John, thank you very
thank
much,
you,
man.
John,
That
Oh,
is
man.
crazy. You're
Yo,
not even a
he
Jets
blowing-
fan, dude.
Yo.
Thank you, man. We definitely appreciate
Yeah,
that.
appreciate it, bro. Thanks so
Well,
much.
Glad we can provide some entertainment.
Well deserved, guys. Well deserved. Absolutely.
So,
Fellas-
now, the game was over. We agree.
The game was completely over. And honestly, like you could read all the comments, including me on your stream. We all gave up. We all gave up completely. But you know why I really lost that voice is because when was the last time that we had a meaningful game that we won? Honestly, as a demented Jet fan, you think that we win a game like this when we're fighting for like a first overall draft pick or a second overall pick.
Yep.
We come up and get a win out of our asses when we're not supposed to. Dude, we won a game and it's meaningful. We're at 500. We're going against Cincinnati, and there is a chance. But damn, Saleh and Ulbrich have to change it up. Guys, there's no excuses. We have the pieces.
Yep.
On the chessboard, we have it. But we have a clueless player that doesn't know how to use these chess pieces. They got to get their shit together. We can become a top 10 defense, but have some scheme, not just some vanilla shit. Dude, Brissett was torching us. Chubb was just running everywhere on these zones. Like, enough is enough. Scheme some shit, man. Like, not for nothing, we're going against Joe Burrow, and Burrow's getting smacked every single week. If we don't get out of this game with at least 5 to 6 sacks, it's a complete embarrassment on Ulbrich.
Yep.
Completely agree.
Got a point
I
there.
agree. But, you know, and the other thing, you made a really good point, and it's like even in the fourth quarter with the game on the line, they gave up back-to-back running plays. They're like 11-yard carries or something like that. Like, defense was still getting and you see Sal on the sideline, and he's like he almost like a Todd Bowles look on him. He's with his arms crossed, sitting there like dumbfounded. I'd be throwing my headset, pulling guys by the helmet, be like, we got to rally the troops here. Like, the game's on the line here, and you're like a fucking zombie. It's just,
Dude,
the defense drives me crazy, man.
At least talk to your players on the sidelines. Go on one knee and start talking. Like, oh, you know what? I see some deficiencies on this side. Maybe we could blitz here. Nothing. Not even a clipboard. Nothing.
You never see him with a tablet breaking down plays. None of
Nothing.
that. Ever.
No,
Ever.
never,
Because
never.
he's not a coach, fellas. He's not a head coach. And I hope I'm wrong, but he's not a he's the man. Yo, this dude takes a fucking cake. Big Bird, you're the man,
Oh
bro.
my God. I love Big Bird.
But
I love Big Bird.
that's what I'm trying to say, man. I mean, we definitely need a defense coordinator, a head coach. Hopefully, this all turns around. I'm just hoping that this takes a good, amplification towards something good for us, dude. How much did we like Flacco showing some emotion in that locker room? That's what we wanted as fans, as a backup quarterback, some sort of emotion. I'm
Not even
hoping
that.
this.
But not even that. Look at the sideline when they got the onside kick. Those guys were like jumping around like these young and they made a good point. I think it was like Michael Carter, Elijah Moore. They're like, we don't know the losing history of the Jets. Like, we don't know what the same old Jets are. We don't fucking care who they are. This is all we know. We came back, we won. This is all that matters to us, which is great. But you got to build on it, dude. Like Primetime keeps saying, we all keep saying, like, this is your feel good moment. You got a little lucky. Like, the football gods for once didn't kick us in the ass. They actually helped us, which is awesome. But you got to capitalize on it. You can't go out and lay a dud. You can't go out and play more shitty defense. You got to maximize this opportunity now.
And start making changes. Like, if Joyner sucks, shit, put Ashton Davis in. Put him in. Fuck it. Put him in. Put him in.
It's just so hard to hear that, though.
It is. But with that being said, look at all these players that we're shitting on. They came to bat on Sunday. Braden Mann, Ashton Davis. Like, all
Even Ty Johnson and Blitz
Ty
pickup.
Johnson.
Ty Johnson.
Yeah.
We got to give where credit is due. But now everything's real right now. Now we got our first win of the game of the season. Go out against Cincinnati and make it reputable, man.
Yep.
Get there, punch by punch. Defense, wake again. I want to fault the defense, but again, it just goes back to Ulbrich. It goes back to Saleh. It's these guys to blame. We have players. And I'm just hoping that freaking, Michael Clemens tees up on freaking Burrow. Honestly, there's got to be something. Anyway,
Gotta get
Carl
aggressive.
Lawson, somebody.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a must
Someone.
win for Cleveland too. I mean Cincinnati. It's a must win for Cincinnati. They're coming in bringing their A game, bro. They cannot go 0-3.
It's revenge
Yeah.
for them,
It's
too.
over with. Yeah.
And
Exactly.
they could have won both those games too, by the way. It's not like they're getting blown out 45-3.
Yeah, absolutely. Fellas, I'm going to go drink some tea, man. I just want to stop by. I love you guys. Keep up the positive. Forget the haters. And Steve, you're on the shit list, Steve. Steve, I don't know if you were picking and looking for another freaking Jet win, but dude, don't do Tyrone like that. If you call next week, straight up again, apologies for the next freaking 15 weeks. You don't do Tyrone like that. No.
Have a
Come
good
to
night,
Miami
Dan.
game. That's all right. We'll be all right. Have a good night,
Great
Dan.
call,
Love
bro.
you, bro.
Go Jets, baby! Go Jets!
All
Yeah,
fired
I
up.
know Dan. I know Dan's neighbors heard him 6 blocks away, bro.
They must
You
hate him.
know he
They
was
have
young,
to
bro.
either. Well, see, when you're that loud, what you do is you invite the neighbors to your house. To that, he's got. Looks like he has a great little sports bar down there. When you're that loud, you invite all the neighbors over. You know what? Come watch the game with me, so I don't drive you crazy. It's just easier.
Oh.
I live in a 2-family house. I know fucking my neighbors heard me.
All right. So now we had all our chaos.
The voice of
think
reason.
Need some calm.
We do need calm, but do we want? How much calm do we want? We want our voice of reason.
I don't know about voice of reason. The way everyone's acting with a win, I hate to see another win. What happens?
This has been a fairly negative show, though. It's been a lot of criticisms.
I don't know. Everyone should be happy.
2022.
Year of the Jets.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Bulls. This is just going to be Jomo. What's up? It's going to be an ongoing thing. It says, yeah. I was ready to say hi, Bulls, before that, but I wait for Tyson to put up the.
But you even got Sauce says hi to you now. See, this is you're a celebrity, man.
Wow, yeah. My name goes out into the YouTube world all of a sudden, and everyone knows me. No, 10-7, 10-7.
We'll start with your positives from the games. We have to be more positivity. So the offense is obviously a positive, right?
Offense is a positive. Finally, and Tyrone hit it right on the nose. They're so stubborn, both offensive coordinator and defensive, and Saleh. It was like last week. You hear about that they didn't play Wilson as much because they want him to be good at know all 3 positions as a wide receiver, right?
Yep.
So, then use him for the 2 that he knows,
Yep.
We were saying the same thing about Mims last year.
Yeah.
Like if there's one thing he can do well, why not have 5 or 10 plays that he can run?
They knew the way you were going to play, and they came out throwing this pass with Brissett. They didn't come out running; they just kept throwing because you gave them all that room. And then I'm afraid they're going to do the same thing because that's what Cincinnati's going to do.
Garrett Wilson is debunking the myth right now.
You probably did, but they didn't believe you.
This fucking chat, man. Holy shit! But I mean, they're stubborn on both sides of the ball, though, man. It's just it's like a coaching staff thing.
It's like you got to do it their way exactly, but you haven't proven that your system
works.
It's like that from what you call it, Anchorman. 60% of the time it works all the time.
Yep.
So that's they listen. What's going to happen if you play man to man up front? If you get beat, then you adjust. But you got to do something. You can't just.
I'd rather get beat being aggressive than just sitting back, letting teams drive 11, 12 plays.
Unless he has no confidence in the safeties.
That's what I was going to say. Maybe he has no confidence in what Joyner's doing right now.
But he's getting beat regardless. I mean, even trying to hide him, he's still getting murdered.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I would play Parks in this game. Why not? It's not going to get any worse. And he plays smart.
So then, speaking of smart, the end of the game where Chubb scored, were you looking for the Jets to let him score? Like, what was your mindset? Because I was just like, I was trying to stop him. I wasn't even thinking about that. I'm like, trying to hold him.
I was at that stage. I said, but I looked at that play. Everyone keeps saying they had to make a first down in order to kill the clock, right?
Right.
First down marker was the 2-yard line. Joyner was right there at the 2-yard line. So to avoid him, his momentum was bringing him into the into the
Yeah,
end
but I'm
zone.
saying
no
that,
matter
well,
what.
why did if Salah was so glad that he scored, why not let him score then? Why is he like?
Well, I
he's like,
mean,
well, it was a missed tackle. He didn't call for it, obviously.
No, but I mean, you still,
His time management suspect, man. It is.
Yeah.
Even if they got a 3 and out there without getting a first down, the Jets still get the ball back down 2 scores with 30 seconds. I mean, game.
So the Browns did him a favor, man.
Yeah. But I mean, if he's, you have to play it as if you're going to go after him, because you also have to say in the back of your mind that he can take a knee at that 2-yard line,
right?
And it's over. You just can't just let him, open up. But I'm sure he's learned his lesson. But a lot of times players want to score.
Yep.
It's wide open. It's
Yeah.
like, but I'm looking forward to this.
You would think by now we've seen it in more than enough games where guys should know at the end, like, hey, if we're up by a score, like, why give the team the ball back under 2 minutes? Like, get the first down, go down. That's it.
You're right, but it's still, there's guys that intercept the ball and do a pick six, and when they could have just grabbed it. Yeah, look at Sean Green.
Yep.
Even Rex Ryan said that.
That's right.
Okay.
I said that. Rex said that. Yeah, Rex said that.
Yeah.
Yep.
He could have just taken the knee first down. That game would have been over. There would have been no, New England would have no ball. But listen.
But it's weird though, because you have Salah goes for the fake punt, which was aggressive, which we were begging for him to do, because you can't keep punting on 4th and 1 when you have no momentum whatsoever. Your defense is getting mauled. But you go from that to then on defense still playing soft. That just doesn't, like, this team doesn't really have an identity, especially on defense. They have no identity at all, man.
You're right. He takes chances on offense. They do some crazy thing, but defense seems to be as vanilla as it's his scheme. Everyone wants to fire Ulbrich, but it's Salah. It's Salah's scheme. All he's doing. You guys mentioned it last time. Bowles had Casey Rogers. What defense was he playing? He was doing Bowles defense.
Yep.
You just got to have you have a guy there. But
only you think though, and the criticism of Salah is like he's a fiery guy at the end when they get the touchdown. But when your defense is sitting there getting their asses handed to him and shit's under fire, he sits there like Bowles, dude. He has the same emotion. He's like kind of like, I want to see him. Like you see Stefanski, like all these other coaches are on the sideline with the players, talking to him, do this. He's kind of like, we want a CEO coach, but you got to be active and like be more hands-on, though, or just.
Let me ask you something, because I've not. Anytime you saw highlights when he was in San Fran was when they did something positive, right?
Yeah. Same thing now.
But did we ever see how he reacted when something negative happened when he was in San Fran?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm being, I'm asking.
But the thing is this, it's just, and here's it, like, I know he keeps saying this is Ulbricht's defense. When your defense is getting fucking mauled, dude, you get them all on the sideline, like Belichick does, like all these guys. You talk to them as the head coach. This shit is not acceptable. Wrap up, do this, change this. Like you become more hands-on. You can't sit back like, well, the ship is kind of sinking, but you know what? I'm not the captain. I'm going to let him deal with that for now. I'll deal with it later. No, deal with it now.
Yeah. But when the week 2 is over, when week 3 now with the whole new team, let's see how they.
But would you agree that he got?
Oh yeah.
They won this game.
Absolutely.
Do you know the tone of this show from the last 2 days? If they lost this game, we'd be roasting Salah and roasting Ulbrich.
Absolutely, and rightly so, But we got our luck has changed possibly.
The biggest thing for me is he coaches on defense. He coaches not to lose. That's my problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. Listen, I don't mind you going down in a fight, but this last game they coached not to lose, and that scares me because a good football team is going to listen. As much as you're putting on tape, we're getting exposed, and the problem not being able to cover a back out the backfield. When can that shit ever get fixed? Ever?
Yeah, I mean, and
thank you, man.
Appreciate that, Chris.
31,030 cents. Very good.
That's awesome.
But I mean, what game was it where he blitzed? I think that was even a preseason where he blitzed Michael Carter II, and they got to the quarterback. It was do something like that. Use these guys for that.
What about Sauce? He blitzed Sauce the first game. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Just come up with something. Don't make yourself predictable. As far as the rest,
especially now that you're gaining some trust in Sauce and Reed, they're both playing well. Like you can leave these guys on an island and put some extra rushers.
But do you think he's overhyping his defensive line? I mean, is he thinking they're that good and they gonna get there with 4, and that's his advantage, or he's
But
just
you
not
see it though,
understanding these
Tyrone.
guys?
You know what? You
They're not
just
getting it.
once
They're
you
not
see
getting
it.
it.
Tyson, I agree, but is he seeing it? That's the biggest question.
Well, you stand on a goddamn sideline and you're fucking giving up 6 yards of carry. It ain't goddamn rocket science.
But he ain't blitzing.
We'll see this next game if it's the same thing. You know,
You have
That's
to
it.
listen.
Yeah.
Like, and hold on. One thing I want to say this right now, and please, man, I hope to God he doesn't do this. Please don't come in with the same game plan you did for last year for Cincinnati. Please tell me you're going to figure this out and do something better than what you did, because it's not going to work.
No. I mean, if you don't put pressure, if you can't put pressure on
It's
this
gonna be a long
offensive
day.
line,
It's going to be a long day.
yeah. I mean, they would even with
Who are the
yeah.
corners last year too? Though it was Bryce Hall and Brandon Eccles that were starting. Probably right.
Yeah, I understand that. But listen, man, yo, Cincinnati, yo, I understand that they're 0-2 and their line is giving up. Yo, Joe Burrow, he's
But they're still in the game. They've been still in the game.
Listen, exactly. He gave up 6 sacks and he almost won the game. That tells you this kid is a gamer, man. Yo, their receivers are legitimate. Their running back legitimate, man. They're good. They're a really good football team.
Yeah.
We're just hitting a bad stretch. That's all.
We just got to keep drives going. Unfortunately, the one where they call Fant for holding, the
That
two
20-yard run. Oh, that hurt.
the two on what you call it.
What is that?
That's my dog.
Okay, I was like, yo.
He's yawning. It's
like a wolf.
The two,
You got a wolf in the background.
The two on McGovern, which I agree.
This is Afram's got a heckler in the background.
He's my buddy. The two that even what you call it, illegal man downfield, which was
Dan
bullshit.
Orlovsky last night.
Okay, there were 2 of those were called on McGovern, which were illegal. Riley, I'll take you out in a second. Don't worry about it. And
this show is.
Hey, listen. If it brings in viewers, what the hell, right? But listen,
We got to see the dog now. Can we see the dog?
He doesn't come up. Where are you, Riley?
Camera shot.
There we go, buddy.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
he's cute, man.
Hey, buddy, say hi.
Now
Say
he's
hi.
quiet. He's like, I got my.
He doesn't
He's
like to
daddy.
look. He doesn't like to look me in the face. He always turns away because
He just wanted camera time. All he wanted.
Yeah, that's
That's it.
daddy baby right
okay?
there. Yeah, he
sit,
cool, man.
sit. That's a good.
dog.
good
Oh,
boy.
listen, I
Look
give
at
the
me,
ball.
boy.
Oh,
that.
superstar, yes, sir.
That's about it with him. But no, listen. Let's see how this rest of the season goes. It's looking promising. 1 week good, 1 week bad, 1 week. But I'm going to take you out. Trust me. But listen, we got to win. Let's get used to getting wins. What I liked a lot was the onside kick. I like that the way he did that because it was hard to handle and it made the 10 yards and our guys were right there. So it was so slow. It was so slow that they were able to get to the ball. So that was pretty good. And Parks for knocking that ball right out. But listen, I think it's possible. That from your dog, no, he will never do that. He will hold that in there. That's what I like about this dog. Lisa, why are you yawning so much? No, he's been fed. Trust me, he just wants to go out. He's a good dog. He's a good. Stop. Bed.
Incredible.
He's a good dog. Yeah, I know. This is one of the craziest shows. Thank God we have a win behind.
I've never
us.
seen the chat with us.
You know,
This is-
I don't know.
this
If we win on Sunday, I hate to see what the Tuesday show is going to be like.
This fucking show is ridiculous.
That's it, Riley.
What are we doing?
But yeah, listen, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. As long as Tyson is fine. Tyson's ready to fall apart.
Tyson's done. She's done.
Oh,
This chat is killing me, man.
And congratulations to Kevin for his team making the playoffs, clinching playoffs.
Oh, the Mets?
About time.
Yeah.
6 years. 6
Oh
years.
my
Hey,
God.
you gotta give it to him. He's a fan, and I respect it.
I want the division though. I'm not happy with the wild card. I want the division.
Take what you can get right now.
Want the division.
I can't do this anymore. I can't do it.
The biggest question: who's going to beat Buffalo?
Nobody,
It might not.
We are.
bro.
We are.
nobody. Bro, Buffalo
In Buffalo?
We are.
They
I don't
looking
care. We're
real
gonna
good,
beat it.
man. They
Because they're
looking
not-
real good, man.
Yeah, but that ends too. That ends too. I'm surprised, but I'm going to cut it short because this dog is going
Yeah, he needs to go out.
to take over. Either that, or I'm just going to leave. I'm going to leave it. Let him talk. But
Oh man.
2022, you're the Jets. Let's make
Jets,
it
let's
happen.
go.
Have a good night,
Have a good
Afro.
one, sir.
Me too.
Have a good night,
Oh
man.
man,
Bro,
This
my
show has
eyes are
been
tearing so
wild,
bad.
bro.
I don't think I've ever laughed so much in a show.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Nuts.
God. This chat is ridiculous tonight.
Between Big Bird, all the players,
Steve
the
picking his
dogs,
nose.
the-
I'll never forget Steve picking his nose. That image is stuck in my head, dude. Oh,
I wish I saw it.
you didn't see him,
No, because he was on the bottom of my screen.
bro? He was like full up and in there, like he was almost up to his elbow. He went in so deep. God damn, man! It was like how can you not see that?
I
Oh.
only see the top four that show up. 'cause my
So this
screen's
is the
not, like, full
question:
screen.
do we bring on Vincent? Do we bring on Ghost Pepper?
I know what Tyrone's answer is.
Nah, listen.
I'll give him
after-
like 3 minutes. He's got
After
3
this
minutes.
show, right here, bro, go ahead, bro. Like,
Might as well.
I need to laugh.
At this point,
Fuck
like
it.
what else could
It
go
doesn't
wrong?
matter. Yes,
Good,
sir.
Vincent. Come on with your takes. We'll hear your Patriot takes. It's gonna be some kind of bullshit. Chris, you have no idea, dude. He was literally like way in, like he was like fully vested in that shit too. It was like a project. He wouldn't stop. He knew. I guess he thought we didn't see him.
Yeah, he thought he was in the background. Nobody could see him. He's not on.
Oh. What's up, man?
Look, you see the shotgun?
What happened?
Yeah, I tweeted at you guys after the game. I promised Matt O'Leary I would do a shotgun if the Jets win.
So we're not
Oh,
Matt O'Leary.
shit.
We don't give a shit.
Well, no, I tweeted at you too. I thought I tweeted you at you guys too.
So wait, so you did a shotgun a match show too? So we're
No.
secondary.
Yeah, it's one. I posted a video of me doing a shotgun.
No, you gotta do one now, live.
I don't have any beer.
What? So you're talking about a shotgun that you tweeted to a bunch of people. So we were just one of many. There's another dog.
Look at the
We were
dog.
so basically you tagged what? How many channels in your tweet?
I just had you and Matt. So I do a shotgun.
Okay.
That was probably going to be one of the best games one of the most exciting games I've ever seen.
That's fair enough. It was very
Like,
exciting.
the thing that I got away from it, like simply put, this team is not going to quit, and you're going to laugh at this. You are going to laugh at this because I've been arguing with Browns fans that they botched that last minute drive to just burn clock, and one of them literally said, "What if the Browns fumble the victory formation?"
What?
What are we talking about here? Anybody catch that? I missed it. Was it a
totally
joke?
I'm lost.
No, I'm not kidding. I was debating, I was talking about the Browns should have just burned out the clock, kneel, victory formation. And
They should have, yes.
What if the Browns fumble victory formation?
Oh. Okay.
Why would that happen?
I don't know. That was his argument for why Chubb should have scored the touchdown. I was like, what if they fumble the victory formation?
I don't get paid enough for this shit, bro. I swear to God.
No, I'm
That's your hot take. After almost 48 hours to digest this game, that's your hot take.
That's why we had to
What
bring
if
you
the
on.
Brown? What if
You
the
had to
Brown?
bring
No, but when I saw that, I just died laughing because, like, I don't know how you would fumble on a victory formation.
I didn't think it was that funny, but you wanted us to bring you on just for this take. This was
No,
your hot take.
I want to talk more because, like I said, this is the kind of game that the Jets of old would never win.
That's true.
It's like, and that shows you that they're really making progress. They really changed. This coaching staff has got this team not quitting. They fought like, and the thing with me when I look back and watch those last 2 minutes, I don't think the Browns realized that we had a chance to win the game until we recovered the onside kick.
Or they just screwed up in coverage.
No, to me it looks like they were like I went back, watched the play. Literally less than a second after the ball's out of Flacco's hand, they pan over to Davis. They're already jogging. They're already lazily jogging, or he even has the football in his hands.
So you think the Browns just mailed it in that they thought they won already?
Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think they like. It's like, oh, whatever. They're not. It's like, oh, we missed the onside. We missed the extra point. Oh, they're not going to be able to score on us. Oh, they score on us. They're not going to recover the onside kick. And then the onside kick happens, and they're like, oh shit, this is actually a game.
Hey Vince, I got a question. Did you watch the whole game though?
Absolutely. Not even a second did I flip that TV off.
Okay, cool.
Good man.
Cool.
I will tell you this: after the game was over, when Ashton Davis picked off Jacoby Brissett, I was so excited. I lifted my mother in the air. She's like,
is she okay?
Oh no, she's fine.
I can't do this.
What?
I just can't, bro.
Wait, why did you?
Oh my God, yo, just
She comes out-
hey, like
just-
how like the Titanic pickup, you just picked up in the air and just spun it around, or
Lion King?
yo, this show is wild, bro.
No.
Like,
You ever
The
go-
Lion King
What are we
man.
doing? We just
yeah.
what?
hey, is that
We
the
just
mom?
did
Is that
what?
the mom? Is that the mom who came in your room and you was like,
No,
Mom?
can I explain? You know those hugs where you lift people up in the air?
I can't do no more.
Oh, those hugs. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
So you just lifted her, hugged her, spun her around?
No,
No.
not with my.
Cry, Vincent? Vince, did you cry?
I was just, I don't know. I was just excited. I couldn't comprehend it. I got my cousin texting me like, did you just texted me? He's an old school pessimistic Jets fan. So he's like trying to talk.
Oh my God.
This is it.
This is
Oh my goodness.
this is
No, I'm looking.
The dirty dancing left. Oh
You should never
God.
have posted
Okay,
that
man.
this show's gone right to shit, man.
Yeah,
No,
I got tears in my eyes,
The
bro.
thing is, I just cannot wait for this game against the Bengals. I think this, did you look at it right now? The Bengals are, like I said, their O line is terrible with all the resources, and I think you face two good O lines in the Ravens and the Browns. So this is the weak O line. This is the perfect opportunity for your stacked defensive line, which is what we believe it should be, to be able to feast here.
Can you imagine we win 2 games, what we're going to be doing?
Oh.
We can't handle success at all. We have no sense. We don't know what to do.
Like 2 games, we're already halfway to last year's win total.
Halfway there,
It's true.
baby.
It's true.
Yes, sir.
No, but you know
Hey,
what?
Vincent, one last thing. Vincent, one last thing though, Vincent. If we win next week, will you eat a ghost pepper on the show?
All right, but here, I don't know if you guys saw this because it was a while back. They posted this. There's going to be, besides the Nick Mango.
Do you think we sit and just wait for your tweets all day long? Like we have nothing else better to do?
Hold on, don't just ignore my question. Vincent, if we win next week, will you eat a ghost pepper on the show?
I said yes.
Okay, I didn't. Why are you so loud, bro? You okay?
Oh, sorry.
The happens was. No. Yeah, you cool, bro. I'm just saying, like you know, I didn't, you know.
Did I say a couple things? Did I say a couple things, though?
No.
Come on.
Yo, listen, this is the Tyson I miss right here, buddy. 0.
This is supposed to be a positive victory show, and I don't know what the hell.
I
happened.
just don't. I
have
can't
no
take
idea
no
what
more,
happened
man.
Hey, you better hope we don't win 4 games in a row. We won't have no show left, bro.
I can't do no more, dude.
It'll be a 2-hour comedy special.
Bro, I haven't laughed this much. I have like tears on my friggin' shirt. He picked his mother up. What are we talking about tonight on the show?
Picking moms and
Titanic,
picking
man.
noses.
Holy
Yo,
shit,
hey,
man.
the best comment was the Titanic one, though. That was dope, though.
Oh, man.
I was picturing the Lion King.
What's up, man?
Bro, what the fuck did I miss?
You have no idea. You have
Yeah.
no
Dude,
idea.
I mean, I've been here for 20 minutes, and this might be the most wildest chat.
You have
Yeah,
no
I-
idea.
All
We've had,
night,
we've had,
all
we've
night.
had Big
Hard
Birds.
show.
We've had Sauce. We got Garrett Wilson in there.
You had the picker, the picker. The picker in there, man. You missed a
We
lot.
had we had Afram's dog.
So before getting into the game, I just want to say this past week, my one of my best friends lost his brother. They're both Jets fans, so feel like we had someone looking out for us this past Sunday. So he's
Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah,
Sorry to hear
not
that, man. My
even
deepest
not even
condolences,
40 years
brothers.
old.
Oh.
He's behind two little girls. So
Wow, man.
if anybody here praying's their thing, just sending out good vibes. Sending out to my boy Mike and the Longfoot family. So
yeah, that's
so
awful.
rest in peace to Jake. Never had the pleasure to meet him, but anytime we lose a Jets fan or anybody that young,
Yeah,
rough.
that's awful,
It's
man.
rough.
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
So so that's that. Also, he was a huge Mets fan too, so he would have definitely loved Sunday, and I know both of those teams accomplishing what they did this past weekend at least put a smile on my boy Mike's face. So
there you go.
Definitely came in a good time for him.
Absolutely.
Sorry to hear that, man.
So yeah, the game, I'm gonna try not to not say anything negative.
Why? We had the last 2 hours were negative.
Was it really?
Oh yeah.
It was different.
Sure.
You can say whatever you want, man. We don't. We've ripped Salah. We ripped Ulbrich. We ripped the defensive line. Nobody can tackle. Time management sucks. Game management sucks, and we're lucky we won. Other than
I
that,
mean,
we're
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm gonna try to choose an alternate path, I guess.
You have any dogs in the background? They're gonna interrupt you.
I don't have any dogs. I have a cat. My dog stays with my parents because my mom couldn't lose me and the dog at the same time, so the dog had to stay back. So, but no, just a couple things like that I thought were like very un-Jets like. I mean, obviously not. That was a game that we normally would lose. We didn't.
It's true.
Then just something small like when Garrett got hurt, that injury looked bad, especially like I know some people said like he looked like he had the wind knocked out of him, but he looked like he was writhing in pain.
Yep.
So,
Well, there was at one point it was like Sauce got hurt, Garrett got hurt, Quinn and Williams got hurt. We're like, holy shit,
Jermaine.
they're dropping like flies.
Yeah.
They all
Then
came
they all
back.
came back in, which is something we're not used to either.
Yeah. So to have him come back in and, the way like Corey Davis not having the drop, Garrett, I know he had a couple issues with some drops. He not having the drop. Of all people, Ashton Davis, big play Ashton Davis coming in for his one and only snap.
A lot of
Taking
unsung
that
heroes, like even special teams, with Braden Mann, Justin Hardy, Ty Johnson stepping
Mann
up.
too.
A
So
lot of guys
I mean,
under the radar played a big role.
it was great, like, but I have to be honest. Do not cut me off. I got to the point where Chubb scored that touchdown. I know you guys are in the New York market. Not so much for me. Steelers here get priority, so I don't have the luxury of just turning on the TV, having the Jets game. So I have to find some not so legal alternate means, So the stream was getting a little choppy. It kept freezing a little bit, and then I saw Chubb score the touchdown, and I said, "That's it. I'm just gonna follow it on the phone." So I closed down the computer, and I'm looking at the phone. Saw he missed the kick, and then I immediately tried pulling the laptop back up, and the website wouldn't load. So I just had to sit there and watch it on the phone. So that sucked. That sucked. But you know what?
Hey, you can't be blamed for that, bro. Because listen, I'm gonna be real with you. Everybody at that point, thought the game was over. I'm sorry. Anybody who's telling you like, "Yo, man, we gonna come back," this cap, man. There's no way, man.
Now I will say, no matter what, I don't go to too many games, but no matter what, even if it's a blowout, even the game that I was at where Darnold saw ghosts, I stay there right till the very end. So if you're in there in person, no matter what, until that final thing goes off, you never know. Even if you see a good player,
There was even Jet fans. There were Jet fans on Sunday that left the game. They were in Cleveland. They left.
Yeah, I saw you were saying that, man. I can't even imagine. I bet you there's
Brown fans were in the parking lot celebrating already.
Yep.
Dude, I don't think I had more activity on social media liking Jets posts, people's Jets tweets than I did in the past 48 hours.
It's been wild.
It's just a good feeling. Hopefully it's what
all those reaction videos were just years and years and years of just built up frustration all coming out. A feel good game and a meaningful game that still, I mean, we're in September right now. The game still means something. We're 1-1, we're 500.
Yep.
Like hopefully this
It's a game we would usually lose too.
Yep. Same old Jets would have lost that.
Exactly. And I apologize if you guys talked about this before. I know it was. I don't know if it was on Sunday or maybe it was earlier Friday or Saturday. I saw Samini tweeted out that there's teams and one particular that seems to be paying attention to Corey Davis. Do you think we make the move at any point and trade him?
I mentioned that before. I mean, his value probably couldn't get any higher right now. So it's a matter of, do you look at his contract next year and say, do we need to put that money elsewhere? Or is that good value relative to what other receivers are now getting paid on the free agent market? Do you need to pay your third option, 11, 12 million bucks next year?
Yeah. Push comes to shove.
Here comes
right now. If you get a call, what would you trade him for? Or is there nothing right now that you think
I'd wait a few more games.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
let Zach Wilson come back with 3 great receivers.
Exactly.
And look, let's look at this right here, man. Let's get used to winning to where it's okay to have 3 good receivers. You know what I'm saying? And
Get
not
used to having an
trade
offense
somebody.
for once.
Oh, absolutely, bro. That's what we always want to do.
By no
Trade
means,
somebody.
I'm not advocating. I'm not
No,
advocating.
Chris, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying I've heard that before though. They were like, "Yo, let him go." Like that makes no sense, bro. Come on, Wilson. You want to get rid of him already? Damn, bro. It's your man.
All right. So I paid my money. What the fuck did Steve do? Also, apparently you can't type the word "fuck" in a super chat. So in case anyone didn't know that.
Well, first of all, when you we have like a studio on the bottom. You can see the studio on the bottom. So while we had a caller on, Steve was legitimately in the studio. He was picking his nose, bro, but not like a little one. Like he was like elbow deep in his nose, just ripping out boogers.
So would you say he was like 60% deep?
Yes. He was. So that's where it started. Where it was like I couldn't even just like focus at that point.
Steve's never calling in again.
He comes on like with some bullshit take, and then he got mad at Tyrone. He told Tyrone to shut the fuck up. Then Tyrone put him in his spot, and then he did some other shit. I hung up on him.
Dude, I can't wait. Like, you guys, obviously your shows are like the first thing I watch, like when I start working from home and stuff like that. And I'm, it helps kick off the morning, wake up a little bit. So I can't wait till tomorrow after this to tune in and see what the hell I missed, because
this chat
I came on and Dan was going nuts. And I'm like, man, I'm like an hour and 15 minutes late. What the fuck could I have possibly missed? and then it's ending with Vincent, like, can I ask something? Nope. Click. Like, but
a rough one, man.
I gotta say, this is the first time.
I'm done.
And the Hess comment was top notch too. So whoever's behind that one, props for that.
Dude, we've had so many players in here tonight with the counts. It's funny. It's just ridiculous. We can't handle winning. We don't have to do it ourselves right now.
Yeah. So off topic a little bit before I go. This is the first time, Tyrone. First time I got to see you in a while. So I hope everything's good.
You didn't hear his news. He's got big news for you. Tyrone, tell him.
Oh, I'm down 51, man. So
51.
Yes, sir.
So where do you want that money to go? Because I said September 1st, but I haven't got to touch base with you. So $51. You tell me a charity, and I'm gonna send
Look
it
at
out
that,
on.
man.
Hey,
Damn.
Yeah, remember we had that bet? I said it's September 1st because when you said your goal was 100, and I know you had some health setbacks and stuff. So as long as you're doing it the right way, that's most important. 51 pounds, bro. No matter which way you skin it, that's fucking impressive, man.
Hey, bro, listen. Hey, listen, bro. I didn't realize till I got on the scale today, man, and the scale don't lie. So yeah, I was very, very excited about that today. So I appreciate that.
That's what's up, brother. Props to you.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate
but
you.
Hey, I'll hit you up on Twitter. I mean, really, I'm a man of my
Don't
word.
do that. You'll never hear back from him. You hit him up on Twitter. It's a waste of time, man. He don't answer tweets.
What's the Solomon Thomas thing for
or the Defensive Line Foundation?
Yes, absolutely. That's in the right.
So we're actually announcing that tomorrow. So that's cool. That would work.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks so much, man.
I'll send it to you. I'll send some picture evidence that's your way and your
that's
name,
awesome.
man.
That's awesome.
Congratulations,
Hey,
you did the work. So
hey, Chris, you're a stand-up guy. You really love me, man. Send me that ice box you got in that Jets ice box. That's what I really want, bro.
I can't do that, man. I love that thing too much.
You got love for me, bro. Come on, man. Let me get one of those.
I tell you what. If you could ever get Tyson to get up here and do that man cave bit. And you come up, man. Come on. You all three of you guys, come on up. Come to Pennsylvania.
I'm
Let's have a
taking
good
that,
time.
yo. I'm still, yo. Where's John from Lakehurst? Where's my money at, bro? Can I get my money
first of all, we
from
can't
3 years ago? Can I get my dough?
we can't get Tyrone to come to a game, let alone go anywhere else. Dude,
Yo,
I'm
don't
coming,
even,
dude. I guarantee you, we
oh.
have guys fighting on October 8th. We're training them. So once that's done, I'm good.
Dude, how about that freaking cut last weekend, huh?
Oof,
Holy shit.
That was nasty, man.
You could see the freaking vein right through. That
That's
was
gross,
wild.
man.
Wild. Both of them, two nasty cuts on that card.
Yeah, Rodriguez, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And Aldo retiring now too, a little off
Yeah,
topic.
he's a legend, man.
Yeah.
He's smart to walk away at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, he did everything he needed to do. He cemented his legacy. So
Yes, sir.
but I'll
Chris,
leave you guys going.
thank you for
Wrap it
calling,
up.
man. Thank you for your donation too. That's awesome.
Thank you so much, brother.
And
Appreciate
again,
you, man.
No problem.
Our
Hey,
condolences too, man.
Hey, guess what? 51 pounds, man. That's only the start. You got more in you. I know you
49
do.
more, hey, listen, bro.
49 more to go.
I'm really locked in now, bro, because I didn't realize it was that much. So I'm good, man. So,
That's what's up, man. Congratulations
appreciate
to you,
you.
brother. Keep going. Guys,
Thank you, bro. Appreciate
Have a
take
good
care.
night, man. Thoughts and prayers.
All right. This show has just been. This is just
in the closer.
Incredible.
Afram's dog is just like, oh, we can. I mean, this is just wild.
Show, bro. It's a
All right, and now we go to the final. The cleanup hitter. In the last 2 weeks, Romeo stole his fucking head
And look-
spotlight too, man.
He's asking for the link again now, too.
No, we can't do it. This is the last call. It's Romeo. Jose is our last guy.
Romeo's smart though. He knows if he comes on last, he gets his picture in the thumbnail.
Yeah, no. This is Jose's spot. We say this
Jose
spot
and
for
Romeo are gonna
every
have
week.
beef soon.
They are. This is our guy. What's up, man?
Jose!
My guy.
We need your dog on.
What? What do you say?
No, I was only kidding, man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Oh, thank you. So, Sunday, I was watching the game,
Right?
and I was watching the stream at the same time. And you guys can't say fuck so much.
Did we?
My
Yep,
mom's like,
I did.
my mom was like, what's wrong with these guys?
It was me. Please apologize to your mom. for me. My language was horrific on Sunday. It was terrible.
No, mine was bad too. I apologize to Mom Jose.
No, we have families that watch this, and I felt terrible.
I feel terrible when we have people come to the tailgate and say, "Oh, we watch the show with our kids." I'm like,
No. Let me finish the story. So I told her, look at the screen. And she said, okay, God. When they came back, you're saying, fuck yeah. I hear this. Look, she's like, oh no, what happened now? And then she looks at the screen and they came back. Oh my God.
It was a miracle.
So she understands.
Absolutely, yeah. No, Mom.
Definitely a miracle.
Now I typed this in the chat the day of the I'm sorry. The day of the game.
You good, bro?
I haven't seen a special teams mistake like that since the Falcons
Yep, you're right.
Yep.
played the Cowboys.
You're right.
The Falcons
Absolutely.
just stared at that fucking ball and
He's cursing. See, man, if you curse, I curse. This, you're where I get it from. I learned this from you, Jose. See, you're a bad influence on
It used to be a
me.
PG show until you started calling in.
You make me curse now.
no.
Are we gonna talk Seahawks tonight or no?
If you want.
No, do you want?
What was it, 27?
No.
It's ugly.
Not after we get beat.
What were Geno
I'm
Smith's final
embarrassed.
numbers?
What did you say, Pete?
What were Geno Smith's final numbers? I didn't even see any of the games.
I have no idea.
Wasn't
I
pretty.
No, it was
I
ugly,
turned
bro.
that
I'm
off.
looking right now.
I
Oh,
turned it. How's
he wasn't bad. He was 24 or 30. No
80,
touchdowns though, but a pick.
How many interceptions?
80%,
One interception, no touchdown.
80%
Yep, that's not bad.
completion.
So what caused the Seahawks' demise? How come they lost?
Oh, they tried to get too cute. They tried to do a wildcat run with a running back where he automatically just throws it, and he didn't even look off the linebacker and threw it, and it was a pick.
Oof.
For a
Damn.
touchback. So yeah.
You guys are missing Jamal Adams right now.
Yep.
Oh God, don't get it. You guys are right.
How much do you hate that trade right now?
You gotta hate
On
Jamal
a
Adams right
scale-
now.
You've got to be livid, right?
On
Not
a
having
scale of 1 to 10, it's about a 7.
That's it.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's because you're a nice guy.
How much is he hating that trade though? That's the question.
On a scale of 1 to 10, probably a 5
Yep.
because you got paid.
Paid, yeah.
He got paid. Yep.
He wanted to get paid.
I don't want to rebuild. Yes, sir.
Any advice on the weight loss? Because if you have time, I have a quick story to tell you.
Go ahead, bro.
So on my birthday, I went to the Rams.
Wait, when was your birthday? You just passed, right?
Yes, it just passed
Okay.
2 weeks ago. So I went to the Rams Bills game, and as I was going in, I ran into an old friend, comedian Anthony Anderson.
Oh no shit!
Wow, yeah.
Remember him from that hang time?
Yeah,
show?
yeah. What's your,
So when I say, hey, let's take a picture, and he's like, okay, cool. And I look at him, I say, you lost weight. And he looks at me, and he says, the weight I lost, you found.
Damn.
Damn.
I wanted to say, I have 3 words for you. For you, me, myself, and Irene. 4 words. 4 words. But he was leaving, so I didn't have time to get that joke off.
That's funny.
That's funny.
Yo, man,
Yeah.
that's funny.
So any tips for weight loss, Tyrone?
I would say you could tweet him and ask him, but he won't respond to tweets. So just might as well get the answer
Yeah,
now.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. You know what's really been helping me, to be honest with you? I've been doing a lot of intermittent fasting, and that's really changed the game for me. And
What
Intermittent.
fasting. So what I do is, like, I only eat between 12 and like 7, and I don't eat nothing else
That's
all
what
day.
I do.
Yeah, and I drink water. But then what I've been doing is, like, I got another personal trainer, so I'm working with him a lot, and I've been walking every night. And like I said, man, just stay on the water. But now, like, I'm about to cut bread out. I'm about to cut a bunch of other stuff out because I'm starting to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know, bro. Like, I knew I was down, like, 35. I knew that much. But the 51 just it blew my mind today, brothers. Man, like, you know, it's bad because the nurses always pick on me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yo, today they were like, everybody came and gave me a hug, man. It felt real good, bro. So I'm working on it, bro. I'm on it.
Good for
I'm not
you.
playing around.
Proud of you. Can't do what Chris. Can't do what Chris did. Shout out to Chris.
You doing shout outs now?
No, because he's
What the hell?
You do enough of them on your videos.
I know. His videos are always full of shout outs.
No, 5 minutes to shout outs before you get
Yep.
to the content.
No.
Yep. I told him he's got to do them at the end.
Yep.
because Chris is doing a nice thing.
Oh no,
Giving
Chris. Oh
me-
yeah, he's right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, Chris is doing a nice thing. So shout out to him doing that. And Tyrone, keep doing your thing.
Oh, grand slam for the Mets. Let's fucking go.
I was about to say.
As the
PT,
Yankees implode
congrats.
too.
Congrats
Thank you,
to you.
Jose.
man.
I really appreciate that, bro, a lot, man. Appreciate that a whole lot, bro. Coming from you.
Congrats to your Mets, but they won't win
Thank
the
you,
East.
Jose. Yes, they will. Yes,
They
they
won't
will.
win the East.
Yes, they will.
Tyson, what
I'm leaving
game
all
does
year.
Judge break the record? Tyson, did he freeze?
I think he's frozen.
Yeah, I think he's
Ah,
frozen.
shit.
This is always the time in the stream where we lose
How are
him.
we gonna end it?
We only get 60% of his
How do
Wi-Fi.
we end this?
And he's gone.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Anything else for us, Jose, as we're about to wrap up?
Yes.
What you got?
Geno Smith needs to play better, and
Who do the Seahawks play next week?
the Atlanta Falcons.
That's a winnable game.
Also, tell Tyson if he doesn't go and if he streams, I will be happy to join him. Also, Chad, I'm disappointed that we could not get a Darrell Revis sighting in the chat. Make that happen, Chad. Make that happen.
Somebody will have it by next week.
Good
I
night,
guess.
Yes, sir. I already know
Have a
it's
good night,
coming.
man.
Love
All right, love you, bro.
Love you, bro. Be good.
What
All
a
right, Psych.
show. What a
Unbelievable
show.
show. Chat, thank you guys for making it entertaining. That was just incredible. 2 hours of
Absolutely.
laughs. Apologies for not having more actual content, but this show was absolutely amazing. So thank you guys for joining us. Have a good night. We'll be back Friday night doing our preview, Jets Bengals.
Yeah, have a good one.